Good evening. Welcome in, guys, to another late night shenanigans. Hopefully, we can have some late nights fun. Certainly, definitely need it because heaven knows, things keep getting worse on top of worse on top of worse. No, I'm not depressed. Well, yeah, a little depressed, but I'm not going to bring anybody down tonight. We're going to trade on. We're going to have some fun, but welcome in to all those coming in. I know Pete's probably still going on, so hopefully we'll get some more people to come join in here later this evening. Ah, what a day. What a day. What a day. If it ain't work, it's something else. If it ain't something else, it's something going wrong with the house. So take your choice. So, best way to do it, have a shenanigan pizza. The only way to do it. Hey, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Hey, welcome in. The rest is good, but my emotions are all over again tonight because I got more disturbing news over the house. So, and it ain't getting any better. It ain't getting any prettier. So we're gonna try to. We're gonna try to have some fun. The rest is okay. It's a little aching right now, but I mean it's been a long day at work. But we're gonna try to have some fun. Hopefully, we'll get some more people in here. Let me see. Do I send it? Excuse me. Here's your shenanigans starting. Yes. I am going to open up to any of the mods that want to come in. But be prepared. I'm going to pull out every shenanigan I can because it's been one of those days. I don't tend to hold back tonight. It's all fair and love and more, baby. But anyway, so I hope everybody's having a good Friday. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Let me see if Pete's still going on. Pretty sure those people are still going over there going nuts. I wonder what kind of trouble. I didn't get to watch anybody tonight. I've been so busy at work because everybody had to call in or get sick or be injured, which I understand that part. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Eddie's Family Adventures, guys. Welcome in, Chris. So, oh, there's our good friend, sweet Mama D. I hope everybody's having a good day. Um, so anyways, guys, it's we got to have some laughs. We got to have some funs. Um, we got to have shenanigans somewhere. I don't know who I'm going to pick on tonight, but somebody's going to be fair game. If I don't, I'm going to sit in a destructive mood. And I'll explain to everybody in a little bit why. I mean, most of y'all are aware of the house, but I got more bad news on top of more bad news today. It just seems like it just keeps getting worse. Every time I try to go 10 feet forward, get knocked about 100 feet back. So, but anyways, but welcome in everybody. Hey, Jason, welcome in. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Here's a quick update. Everybody knows where the house is. Everybody knows the money's been sitting in probate. Well, today, my sister just got told we had gone through the one thing and they had put out there for any of the bills that want to try to get money out of my parents' estate to go after it. Well, now we got told, now that we had to go through the full probate process in Florida, now we got to do it again, which means it's going to be another 90 days before we can even try to get the money, which means now in order for me to get my house, it's going to be damn late fall. So I am getting, all I'm going to say is I'm frustrated. So we gotta have some laugh, guys. I'm not here to depress anybody, but that's the latest update, and it's not good news. Mods, if you hey Neil, welcome in. John, if you'd like to come on, you're more than welcome to come on. Right now, I can need any laughs I can get. Debbie, or mods, if you anybody that wants to come on and join me tonight, please do. Okay. Oh, very understandable, Debbie. And take care of what you got to take care of. But if John, if you want to come on, I can send you the link, buddy. Right now, I got the. Oh, you're welcome. Monday was a blast. If you're more than welcome to come on and join me tonight. Right now, I need some laughs. I could use some people on screen to help because after the news I got today, I'm more irritated than anything. But hopefully Jonathan will come in. I sent the link. But any mods that want to come in and join, you're more than welcome. Okay, I'll send the link to you, John. Because I am determined not to depress anybody, but I got to have some laughs and I got to have some shenanigans, and it's a whole nose bar fight tonight. all goes. And there ain't one thing Mama D can do about it. Okay, well, Jonathan ain't gonna. Oh, Jonathan was gonna show us something. They just kicked him out. Mm. Watch your good gravy. Oh Lord, only Jonathan. But okay. Anyways, I got to send the link to. Let's see, where's John? There he is. Okay. Hey, John. Okay, John, I just sent the link to you. Mods, any mods that want to come in and join us, more than welcome. Well, something better because right now I'm not in a bad mood and I'm trying not to be depressed, but it's draining every inch of what I have left. It was not the news I was expecting. Have I heard about the torpedo bats? No, I have not. What about the torpedo bats, Chris? I have not heard about the torpedo bat. I mean, I do got my Shenanigan pizza. That's a good thing. Yeah, I'm even eating dinner on this screen so you can see it. Hey, there we go, John. What's up?
Made it. How's it going?
Well,
So what happened? I missed your whole intro.
The whole intro is that most people know about the house, where the house situation is. Just got told, and my sister just got told today they had to issue, since we were in the short stem probate, but since we had to try to get the money and all that, we had to go through the long probate now. And now because of it, we have to go through the whole process again by notifying all the debt people on my parents' estate and let them know that. So now all you're pretty much doing is you're trying to give them my damn money that I need for the insurance.
Oh, good Lord. I'm sorry you're going through that, bud.
And now, if anything's left, it'll be late fall before anything can be done. So, yeah, I am trying to keep smiling. I'm trying to keep
positive. What can we do to cheer you up?
It's getting harder, though. I mean, I'm at my wit's end.
I understand. Well, what's the old saying? Like, this too shall pass. You know, whenever I hear that saying, this too shall pass, I think of kidney stones because those pass too, and they're not fun when they pass.
No, they're a pain in the ass. I'm going to be. It's midnight, so now my language may get.
Not midnight yet.
I'm putting a disclaimer in right now, people, foreclosure that the language might get a little barrier tonight.
For me, it's prime time. So. Well, I'm sorry you're going through that. You deserve better.
It was not news I was expecting. I mean, we were expecting it to be good. Everything looked like it was going forward until my sister got the news today. And I mean, she's beside herself. Well, I don't give a flip if I had 30 minutes. I'm starting early.
There you go. You got your red cup. You're all set. I'm sorry you're going through that.
I wish what I need is some rum to put in it with the Coke. Rum and Coke go good.
Whenever people stream Pirates of the Caribbean, I always joke with people. My retirement plan is to be
Thunder Mountain Yeah, you got that right. I wish I was on Big Thunder Mountain, Chris. Oh, I'm listening. Sorry, John.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Whenever I see people on on Pirates of the Caribbean, I always joke because I think, hey, that's my retirement plan. I'll
Thanks,
just sit
Katie.
there and drink rum and with the kiddies. I think that sounds good.
Well, right now, I wish I did have some rum because I'd be pouring the whole bottle just in this little cup and keep the cup filled with Coke.
Okay, chat. We gotta cheer Dave up.
Oh,
we don't need to.
Trying to tear. I mean, hey, I at least got my Shenanigan pizza, so Debbie can't scream at me for not eating.
Well, there's always.
I told you it was a no holds barred night.
There you go.
I'm gonna laugh. I'm not gonna be depressed over this. I'm gonna laugh.
Right. That's right.
I don't care if I get in trouble with Mama D.
Yeah, you won't get in trouble with Mama D tonight.
I just do this.
She takes care of folks. Well, if you do that at Mama D, then you might get in trouble.
Okay, that's for you, Mama D. Because I know she's.
Yes,
I'm
right.
waiting to see what she comes back with.
I have heard AFA is totally right. Big Thunder Mountain does help pass kidney stones. I've heard that.
Right now I got a big one that I need to be on Big Thunder Mountain and ride it continuously and have the wonder.
Well, I don't know how to respond to that, but I guess if you do have that problem, Big Thunder will help. I have heard that there are.
You know what? At the wild ride I'm on right now, I probably need the wild wonder ride.
Just remember, Mr. Toad had a wild ride too, and he ended up in hell. So be careful.
Well, I'm already there. There ain't much left for me to go to. It works at the retirement spot from time to time. Oh well, yeah, I'm about ready to get ready to retire. What do you mean, Dad, Mama D, that there's always something to yell at me about? There is not. I am a perfect angel. Can't you see the halo light? When you people gonna get over? That's the halo light.
They make actual halo lights that are good for your studio. I don't know if you have one of those or not. I don't think you're supposed to put it on top of your head, though.
Well, that's because oh, Katie. Oh, come on. It can't be that bad. I love Big Thunder Mountain. I go, woo-hoo-hoo!
Big Thunder is a lot of fun. I understand why some people stay away from it, though. Some of the drops and bumps are a little bit harsh, but I understand.
Yeah, well, Chris just added something else that could be true too. Now that they've replaced some of the track, it may not be so much.
That's true. I hadn't followed all the details about that track business. Are they completely changing the way the track works, or is it the same track and just new metal?
Oh, I'm sorry you had such a bad experience, Katie. Why? Because I so love Big Thunder Mountain. Wow, ride in the wilderness. I just need the big explosions going off to the side. That would even make it better. Boom, boom, boom. And it would be loud.
Dynamite, whatever the case.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
I'm a wild man. Yeah, new track, but still runs the same way. So, I mean, there's no telling whether it's true or not.
Well, you can't mess with the track that much. Have you been on Guardians, Dave?
Once. I've only been fortunate enough to get one view on it. Which,
Katie, which do you prefer? Do you like Big Thunder or Guardians better?
Oh God. You had to ask that question. Dang, what? you were good at it, John. You turned
Mountain.
Man, you just turned Oh my goodness, you just turned a question on me that is so hard to answer. Jeez.
What I'm here for.
Because it's like Big Thunder is the classic, but you gotta love Guardian as a new updated thrill ride.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and there's so much because I do love the music that they have on Guardians, but again, I'm also nostalgic. As much as I love the updated, I'm more of a nostalgic person, so I love that Big Thunder Mountain.
Yes. You can't beat the classics, right?
Yes, exactly.
Now, are you a Space
Now,
Mountain guy or no?
oh, Big Space Mountain was the first one I ever rode.
Okay.
I mean, outside of because my first my first ever roller coaster was the Corkscrew at Cedar Point.
Mm. Gotcha.
Because I've always been afraid of heights, but with the jobs I had over the years and the things that I've done, and I was fun because one of the best. I will tell you one of the best rides that I have on one of the roller coasters was Tron, and I wish I had a strapped-on camera back then when I did, because the one time I got on Tron, I got front row by myself.
Nice.
That would have been a perfect shot with a camera. First roll, dang it! I would have had some nice, great shot angles on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we all met in December, I went on Tron and I was really impressed by it.
I mean, I
a lot of
know it's
people
a short
complaining that
ride, but it's pretty cool.
I know a lot of people complain it's too short, and I understand that, but it's rather intense. It's more intense than I anticipated. So I think the length is just right.
I'll tell you what, and if you're sitting in that front, it's more intense, and you really, there's something about it when you're sitting in the front and you're sitting on that front cycle. It is more intense, especially when you're going down and around the curve. I mean, it really is. It really is. It is cool. And you know what? Not everybody is, Chris, and I understand that. Not everybody is.
Yeah, Christian, I did it in Disney World when we all met together in December. You know, Tron is interesting. It has one of my favorite effects on a roller coaster. Do you know that what is the team you're on in Tron? Are you on blue team? Or red team? I can't remember, but one of the two. I think you're on blue team if you're.
Yeah, I think it's the blue team.
So the lights on the side of the cycles are blue, right?
Right.
But they do this really cool thing where at one point they race you past a mirror, and to give you the impression that you're about to collide into red team, they change the colors on the side of your roller coaster to red so that you see in the mirror the red wheels. So it makes you think that you're going to hit red team, and when in fact it's just you in front of a mirror, with a really cool effect. I love the simple stuff. The simple stuff just makes me the most happy.
Yeah. And you know what? They probably will come with an inverted roller coaster eventually. Now, I'm not going to say I'm going to ride it, but.
Yeah. Well, California Adventure brought one out a long time back. So I'm surprised Disney World doesn't have one.
Hey, zippity doo dog. Hello, Doug. Hello. Hey,
Doug,
Doug.
I'm not going to use that word in the other stream, just so you know.
What?
I'm not going to. It's an inside joke. They were going a little crazy with vocabulary in the last stream. Let's just put it that way.
Pete's stream?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about the cheese balls, but I got cheese pepperoni pizza. Does that work?
Doug, we're here to cheer Dave up.
And it's working because
Oh, is the Monsters Inc. one going to be inverted? I didn't know that. I thought it was just hanging.
Wait a minute. Monsters Inc. is going to be inverted?
Is that true?
I thought it was Monster Inc. I thought was going to be the one that's like a hanging one type of thing. I thought. I'd have to go back and look.
Can you film on Peter Pan? I see lots of streamers film from Peter Pan. It's one of the more popular rides to stream. I'm thinking about tackling Peter Pan as the first ride in my new channel, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Peter Pan's a classic, Cold Stone classic.
Oh yeah, a lot of people. Actually, you see a lot of people filming. I've filmed Peter Pan ride
Mm-hmm.
at Disney World. Um, but sometimes the only thing about Peter Pan is some of those rides that are in there, the connection is not the best when you're trying to film, when you're trying to stream.
Sure. No, Miss Dame. I'm not going there. I'm just
Oh,
referring to
Dame
the
Dystopia's in the house.
shenanigans.
Hello. Welcome in. Wait, what did she say?
No comment. I was just referring to the other shenanigans, and now apparently the shenanigans are leaking over here.
Orgasms?
Maybe I should. No,
Oh,
I shouldn't use that.
are
I
we
shouldn't
going
use that term.
orgasms? What the heck? What? Do I even want to know what I missed on Pete? I had to work by myself
No,
tonight, so I was
no, you don't want to
under
know.
the pressure.
Trust me.
Am I missing something that I don't want to know about? Because if that's the case, I'm going back to Doug. I'll go back to Doug's cheese balls. Gotta carry the balls around somewhere. John's going, oh great, here we go.
No, I'm gonna hang. No, I'm kidding. Christian, I don't know who you were watching, but it wasn't me. You're probably confusing me with another streamer.
That is what is inverted means. If feet are down. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for explaining that. Okay, so yeah, then it is an inverted. If that's what that is, then that is. It was all Tina and Jen's fault. Why am I not surprised?
Katie, you're too kind. I appreciate it. I'm gonna start a new channel up in about a month, so I'll share out what the link is at some point.
And welcome in, Dame Dystopia. Good to see you. Good to see you in here.
Of course.
I love it.
It's not a party unless Dame is here. And Debbie.
Exactly.
And
now we just need to know when now we gotta know when she's gonna go start live streaming.
Well, she's got enough subscribers now. You know, we were pumping up her subscriber numbers.
Yeah,
she has zero content on her channel.
Now we just got to get her to get some. We got to get her to put out some content.
Yeah,
it's easy to do. You got to start somewhere. She may kill us, but
I don't think Doug's gonna take you up on that, Dame. Not happening. There will be no content. See, Dame's going to hit like 300,000 subscribers with zero content. I think that's the Guinness Book record we should go for.
That would be amazing for that.
So chat, for everybody who came in, first and foremost, of course, hit that like and subscribe, but we're also looking for ways of cheering up Dave. So if you have interesting topics that don't involve the word Dame just mentioned, I think we can help Dave out.
No, we want cheese balls. We want cheese balls.
Yeah, we need to find out who Doug's supplier is.
Yeah.
Have you ever streamed from the park, Dave?
Yeah. Yeah, I've streamed from the park.
Okay.
Several times.
Which is there any
who was playing Belle from Beauty and I don't know, Christian. I'm honestly don't know. It's been a while since I've watched. And it's actually been a while since I've actually watched both the live action and the animated. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head right now.
Well, live action was Hermione, Emma Watson, right?
Yes, I believe you're right on that one.
I think Paige O'Hara was the animated one, but I'm not sure.
Yep. Let me see. Yeah, and that would be correct, Chris. That's the only ride you cannot stream on anymore is Space Mountain.
Oh, even if you have a chest harness, they won't let you?
No. No filming on Space Mountain whatsoever now.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yep. Katie Y says even Paige O'Hara.
That's
well, we're working on Jen. We're trying to get Jen to do it.
Someone made a good comment that Jen is on so much so many channels anyway that has her virtual channel.
Oh, okay, Kenny. Well, maybe you can, because Katie White says that Isaac uses a chest mount.
Yeah, I
Maybe
thought
you
you were
can if
allowed to,
you
like Ron, if you put a chest mount on, like a GoPro on a chest mount.
right. Maybe you can with chest mount then on.
To be honest, I mean, streaming Space Mountain's rough anyway because it's pitch black and all you see is a bunch of white dots going by. So you're not missing much anyway.
Most of that is probably the most. I know when I try it, the most of that is brain stuff that leaks out of my brain. So that ain't nothing new.
Yes, we have to get Debbie to start a channel.
We've been trying to get Debbie to start a channel for several months now. She needs to call it Mama D's, keep everybody in the Disney community in line.
Oh, Katie's working on one too. This is awesome. I'm so happy to see this.
Oh,
there's Jonathan.
There's John.
I'm sorry, I don't have a fancy gold jacket like Jonathan was decked out the other day. Did you see that, Dave? On the other stream?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you mean on Doug's stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see,
Jonathan had a phenomenal outfit on. It was
amazing. He gets the gold jacket, and most, when I go on Doug's things, it's more about coconut bras and hula skirts. I don't know what's up with that.
I don't judge. I just got to take my hat off to you, Jonathan. That was an amazing outfit.
Hey Doug, the next time I'm coming on, I think I'm gonna make some people go nuts. I think I will wear a coconut bra just to show people. Okay, you want to bring out the craziness in me? Okay, you want to see the shenanigans? It's on like a Donkey Kong.
We might need a pay-per-view for that, Dave. I don't know.
Hey, the way I look, Doug may make some extra money. I knew Doug would go for it.
Oh, goodness. Katie, that's funny. I like that phrase.
Yo, Katie. Oh, Katie. Oh, I'm glad we're getting all this out of the way before Yeehaw Bob comes on in 2 weeks.
I don't know. He might enjoy it. That's exciting, though. Pitch that again, Dave. Tell us about Monday.
He won't be on until the 21st.
I thought it was Monday. My bad.
It was supposed to be, but he had some things that came up, and we had to reschedule 21st. So just remember, guys, the 2 weeks from Monday, you will want to be here because he will be here because he's confirmed it for Monday the 21st.
That'll be a phenomenal interview.
Oh, that will be the biggest. No. Hold that. No, wait a minute. That's going too far, Jonathan. No, I will make sure I wear a t-shirt underneath. So you won't be seeing no chest. Not that I wouldn't look bad. Because I'm actually because of my job, I'm actually pretty muscular. So it's not like I'm bad. I just have a good night, Doug. I just don't want to have to be signing autographs after I get through with. I don't want to be signing autographs after I'm through with my streams. I'd have to start charging money.
And hopefully Dame doesn't bring that word back when you do that, Dave. Then we'll have a problem.
I don't know. That must be something that was flying around tonight.
Yeah. You know how those things are.
Hold on.
See,
First
Dave,
of all, that would not happen, Chris. I can guarantee that will not happen.
Chat's coming through for you.
That's what we wanted, the shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I needed somebody on here to help me laugh,
Damn.
because I was not going to fall into like I did the last night,
Where's
the
my
other week.
gavel? I need my own gavel. Dame Dystopia has her own gavel. Did you know this, that she brings out on stream?
Oh, she do.
So we need one of our own.
She brought it out again. Orgasm.
Bless her heart.
I love Dame Dystopia. She's awesome.
So many good people in this community. I'm happy that people are getting recognized.
Okay, well, if we're still on, Debbie, come on back, because I'm not going anywhere. It's still early.
Yeah, his red cup isn't empty yet. It'll be a while.
I haven't finished on my 2-liter yet. Now I just got to finish it. Now I got to figure out where my tequila and rum are.
There you go. Then
It's
we'll
just
have the
missing
real
a little bit of
shenanigans
tequila
after
and
that.
rum.
I was very impressed by Dame's
Oh,
gavel.
she said she earned her gavel.
So she did.
There ain't no way. Leave it to Chris. Okay. See, if you want to get a good laugh, bring Chris in. He'll do it. And I'm going to tell you what, guys. Mods, don't forget to get the links into the channels for Chris, Eddie's Family Adventures, John's. Let's get John's. I want to try to really build John. I know it's not up, John, but we're going to try to push you out as much as we can to help you get.
You're awesome.
I was again. And this is serious again. People have paved the way for me. You know, Pete has helped me. Josh has helped me.
Mm-hmm.
Some other people have helped me. They paved the way for me. Now it's my turn to get back to try to help, anybody I can to help push out. And
we all stand on the shoulders of giants, right?
Yep.
Now, I'm glad he mentioned the YouTube play button, because that would be a much better tattoo than the thumbs up button.
And I'm not getting neither one. I can promise you that.
Or the bell. One of the two. I don't know. Probably the thumbs up would be the worst one. Oh, Dame, you're too kind. We'll see. I don't have the... You should see Dame with Lily's Life. It's amazing to see those two interact.
Oh, I bet it's cool. But listen, I've watched Dame. I've watched Dame Dystopia in a lot of chats, and I'm telling you, she brings it. She's a great lady. In fact, she did a great. The interview that she was on the other night, that it was phenomenal on the Triple C's.
She sure did.
She, to hear the stories that she brought was again, guys. If you didn't catch Dame Dystopia on this last Triple C show, it was a great, awesome stream. You need to go catch it.
It's like, I'm not a doctor. What's the old saying? I'm not really a doctor, but I play one on TV. That's what Dame's getting at.
Yeah. Well, you do a good job with it, Dame Dystopia. No, it was true. Listen, the Triple C, every time they do a show, gets better, and yours was one of the, again, your interview, the stories you brought. Look, I go back and I look at some of those things. Everybody else looks good. You go watch my interview on Triple C, I sound like a total dork.
No, you don't, Dave.
Oh, yeah. Go watch that interview. Go watch that interview and watch how much I sounded like a dork. I was probably the dorkiest of all dorks that night.
We're our own worst critic. You know how that works. It's so great to see people get highlighted,
Even regular critics would say I was a dork.
I doubt that. I'm sure you did great. When were you on the Triple C anyway?
Oh, that was over. It's been a long time for a while.
Okay.
That was sometime last year.
Okay. So you need to head back. Need part 2.
No, get what? Part 2 of Dorkness? Triple Z presents part 2 of Big Dork. Gone from little dork to royal dork.
No. Part of this community, I firmly believe everybody has an interesting story to tell.
Listen, I look at some of my own streams and I go, damn, why was I such a dork? And that's on my own stream. Oh, and trust me, I do go back and look at it to see. And believe me, dork. That's when I have to pull out the hat and do this.
Now that's not a dork. That's the Indiana Jones look.
Oh no, that's the mafia. That's the mafia look there.
Yeah, there you go.
Give me the Al Capone, Dave Capone.
I don't know, Molly. I'm trying to keep him in line, but I'm not succeeding. But at least we.
Hello, Jan. Unfortunately, I only have regular Coke, but I sure in the hell wish I had some rum or vodka in it right now. And most people know why. No, Dane, yours was a good job. Okay, even Molly will agree. Molly, I want your opinion. When I was at, Jen, have you gone back and watched the interview? Have you fully watched the interview I did with you guys on the Triple C's last year? And if you have, wouldn't you agree I sounded like a dork? I mean, you guys had some great questions, and I'm telling you, when I went to answer some of them, I sounded like the biggest dork. See? And now I bet you she'll agree. I sounded like a big dork.
Listen, I'll watch anybody in this community.
That's the power of the dorkiness.
No. Oh, okay. Then I give up. I was trying to pump up this character, and now you drop that in chat.
Thank you. I agree. Dun 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 dun.
He said he needed cheering up, not pulling down.
No, wait a minute. Hold up right there, Dane. Wait a minute. Hold on. Where did that lounge fly thing come into?
Now we're betting lounge flies. Wow.
What are you asking, Jonathan? I'm not even sure what you're asking there. Hey, Kevin, Theme Park Adventure. Well, we said we wanted to bring in the Shenanigans.
They're slowly rolling.
They're rolling. Sure.
Yeah. Are you talking about the movie, Dave? That was a good movie.
Oh, that was. If you're talking the movie, Dave, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great to play myself.
Nah, you were the president. Now, I remember watching that movie. I think it was at the Chinese theater, the real Chinese theater in Hollywood. Fun movie if you haven't watched it.
Yes, he did. I remember that. Well, he did that.
It was a great concept. I mean,
that was a good.
About the president for
someone. And our good friend Jill is in the house. See, because I guarantee you. Listen, actually, let's see. What was it? What was it? Another one that I sounded like a dork on. We'll continue on the dork route. It's working tonight.
We should all take dork training classes.
Didn't I tell you every time you would come on, John, you would get You're gonna love coming on here because no matter what, you're gonna get laughs. That's what it's all about.
I'm just here to help.
You know, we were talking about, and being serious for a second, we were talking about when you're doing content, And when you do most home streams like I do, you try to deliver the best. Yep, I'm the king of dorks. I'm the king of dorks.
Yes, it was Kevin Kline. It was a movie.
I'm swinging a king of dorks. Hey, don't make me start dancing like King Louis. I'm the king of the dorks.
What in the world isn't that 2-liter? Was it just Dr. Pepper?
Just Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
I told you, I'm trying to find where my rum and tequila are. I need rum and tequila in my Coke right now. And I swear I have not had nothing but regular Coke in this. But I got to admit, I have drank about...
Oh, that's okay.
I've drank about 58% of it.
That's okay. I don't think Dr. Pepper increases your dorkiness.
Not me picking out my new lounge fly. Wait a minute. Are you still on that lounge fly about me being... Listen, I'm telling you, Dane, you go back and watch my interview, I will sound like a dork. And even Jen admitted it. So see, there's your evidence. And she was on that show that night. John's just loving this.
I love it. This is great. Well,
You know, I will go back. Yeah, I will say this. When I got into the Hall of Fame, again, I'm going to go back to what Chris and Tina said that night. That, you know, because that night it was Jen got 194. I ended up 195. And, you know, they said the best thing in it was that when you watch my shows, you don't know what the hell is going to happen. And it comes out of nowhere. And that's exactly, but see, that's what brings the fun. That's what does bring the fun, I will say.
I agree with you. I had this conversation with a dear friend recently. Sometimes you just want a channel where people hang out and shoot the you-know-what. And sometimes you want real content, that actually is well structured and it's scripted.
You know, today I did not have time to see if there was any new Disney news because I had to go into work early. And when I got there, my coworker that I work with on the outside had to go home because her leg had been injured earlier in the week, so she went home. The other one that helps her out during the day on Friday, since I have to work afternoons, went home sick. The coworker that usually works with me on Friday nights called in sick, and I got 10 million things thrown on me all night long. So, and then to get the bad news during the night about the house, y'all want to know why I'm hyper and why I need my dorky? I got my dorky pizza.
You got your pizza. Hey, we all cope in different ways, my friend. Whatever works.
I think I just knew. I think I set a new record for inebriated without being inebriated.
I think that's called being dorky. If you're inebriated without alcohol.
Hey, I'm trying to find my tequila. Okay. I swear, I'll find it one of these days.
That's okay. I chat, back me up here. We're all here for Dave.
Get tequila tomorrow for Disney Cafe chat.
Chocolate's a good go-to as well. Can't go wrong with that. Do you have any chocolate, Dave?
Oh, I can do that too.
There you go. You got some chocolate? There you go.
Oh, loud to me, nuts, Jen. Go. Okay.
I'm not
sure. For you guys that just came in, hold on. For you guys that just came in, here. Now I'm going to be serious for a second. For you guys that just came in, I got more news on the house today, and it was even worse news. More. The probate told my sister now they have, since we had to go through the full probate system, because Florida has two different types of probate. They have a mini probate and then they have a long probate. Well, we end up having to move to the long probate. And since we had to move to the long probate, now we have to give bill collectors time to see if they want to collect money out of the estate, which means now it's another 90 dang days, which means now if there's anything left of anything, it's going to be late fall before I get my house. And you understand why I'm going crazy tonight and just having fun. And I don't care what y'all think. I may be nuts, but we're having laughs. And
there you go. You got your pizza.
There's the end of the story.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm nuts, John.
That's okay. Join the club.
That was just more bad news I did not need to hear on top of everything else that's been going on.
I get it.
So now everybody that's in chat that came in after I explained the story, now they're caught up.
There you go. Now we get back to the shenanigans.
Right.
And that word that Dave keeps dropping.
Orgasm. I want to know what. Okay. Somebody that was in that show over there, somebody needs to explain to me what the hell's going on with this orgasm thing.
Don't ask me. I'm trying to catch up myself. You know, I was actually driving home.
Yeah, now you see why I'm going nuts, Jill. I am. Now you see why I wish I had some tequila or rum, because at this point in time, I'm trying to numb myself, but all I'm doing is hyping myself up. Good luck on me getting any sleep tonight. We may be doing it all night.
We may be here for 12 hours.
News. We may be doing an all-night shenanigans. Yeah, that's about it, Jill. That's why I'm glad, and I appreciate John coming on, because I really needed to laugh. I was trying not. I did not want to come on. I did not want to cancel the stream.
See,
I did not want to come on and do what I did last week.
Do yourself a favor. Listen to Dame. She's dropping wisdom here.
What's up?
She's dropping wisdom. So you got friends here.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping, Dane. But we've been going on with this for anybody, and I know you guys, a few guys just popped on, and I appreciate that's exactly what, you know what? That's exactly it, Dame Dystopia. That's the nutshell in a ball in the nutshell, whatever you want to, whatever it says. But that's the whole, what Dame Dystopia just said is the whole ball of wax. So thank you for that, Dame Dystopia. Oh my God. I am so sorry to hear that. See, even with what I'm going through, Jill's got something worse. So there's,
everybody has her cross to bear, Dave.
Yes, we do.
Yes, and we are.
But this is what I love about the community, that we support each other no matter what the issue is going on. Oh boy, I still am gonna find my tequila. Dang it, tequila. Okay, who hid my tequila? Somebody's in trouble. I need my tequila. Oh, now we got it. Here comes Pete.
Good. I'm glad.
Oh, no. Well, you know what? Now the shenanigans are going to kick into high gear. I'm surprised I haven't brought in Richard yet at this point. But I haven't talked to them all day.
Bring in the captain. Come on.
And that's a good thing, Joe. I hope they are. The door's open. Hey, if you want to come on, Pete, the door's open in the mod chat. Come right on in. And bring Jen with you so we can really stir up some hecklish necklace. Hey, at least, don't even go there with that backdoor stuff, Jonathan.
Pete says he's backstage.
Oh, is he really? Oh my goodness! I wish somebody had. Sorry, Pete.
I've been sitting backstage a long ass time.
Uh-oh.
And
It's Mama
I didn't
D's
come
fault.
alone.
It's
I
Mama
didn't
D's
come
fault.
alone.
You got me distracted.
I didn't come alone.
Good.
Good. Who else? Oh, and there's Jen. Yes. I mean, sorry about that, guys, but what you guys are hearing, that news on the house just got worse and worse, and now it's another freaking 90 days, and you all see why I'm going crazy right now.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
I thought we were talking about orgasms. Maybe I should leave.
Well, I want to know what the world did I miss tonight? Because I had to be the only one at work, so I had to unfortunately miss Pete's show. I'll have to go back and watch the replay on this one.
Well, you have to
I
read
must have missed something. I must have really missed something.
Oh, yes, you did. Yes.
Anyway, how are you doing, Pete?
Good. I just had an orgasm. It was fantastic. Didn't last as long as I wanted, but that's probably on me.
Well, I'm glad you had one. The ladies had 5.
It was on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
So.
Oh my goodness. And how are you, Miss Jen?
I'm good. I'm real good. It's good to see you in a good mood.
Well, it was rough, like I said, but I after the good kicking Pete gave me last week, I said I didn't want to cancel the stream, didn't want to come in here doing what I did last week, so I said I'm going to come in here, have my Shenanigan pizza, eat dinner.
Oh, Shenanigan pizza. What does
Shenanigan
that taste
pizza.
like?
Good.
That tastes like good? Good.
All
Where's
right,
it
tastes
from?
like good.
Hopefully
Ah,
not
hungry,
enough
Holly.
anchovies on it.
It's from where?
Oh no! Don't bring that anchovy stuff now, John. I don't do that. I don't do that fish stuff.
Well, it is Friday. But yeah, I mean,
Where did you get the pizza from?
Hungry Howie's.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
I don't know, Tina. I don't know.
I know horny.
Tina,
I know horny
Tina.
Henry's, but no, I don't know any Howies.
Hungry Howie's is
Tina
one of
heard
the
the word
southern.
orgasm and said, "Wait for me."
Hello, Tina.
I mean, I have the dictionary explanations of that, but I can't read them. I can't read them. I can't read them on your stream.
Dave, I was telling them it's a very educational show. You learn new words. It's great.
Apparently so. Because
Tina was just making
no,
up
Hungry
words
Howie.
tonight.
It is. And I don't know if maybe it's just in the southern, but it is a pizza. It's a pizza. One of our pizza places.
Hmm.
Is that anything like Horny Henry's?
No. It's a nice, good pizza place. Considering it. Yeah. See, thank you, Neil. It's a Florida pizza chain.
Well, so is
Okay.
Horny Henry's up this way, but it's, it's because they do buffalo wings and pizza. So horns, buffaloes.
What are you talking about?
Horny Henry's.
Oh my God.
I'll take you when you're here in Maryland.
Why did I agree to this?
Is this on the meetup agenda, Pete?
It will be. It can.
Oh, great.
She's remaining silent on it.
You're only getting Jen for 15 minutes tonight. That's it. She's on a timer, by the way.
Oh, she on a timer?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn into a pumpkin at 12:30.
Yep. So
I thought it
I'm
was midnight.
surprised I'm still awake.
I guess you got a half hour.
It's 12:14 right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh boy. Whatever. You never know what goes on in these shows.
Oh no, I have a pretty good idea.
Hey, I could say something wild and throw everybody into the chat.
go for it. Let's
I
hear it.
I think you've already been pretty wild. Come on, Mr. Dork. Give it to
Hey.
us.
Well, hey, and unfortunately, Paul's probably tied up right now. Probably bringing out the
Literally.
chains and the whip. So I mean, it's
Absolutely,
after
literally.
midnight. So
No.
we can.
No. You're completely wrong. Paul is in bed sleeping. He's been there rolled up in a blanket for 2 hours. They're not doing that crazy stuff at midnight. That's happening at like 3:00 in the afternoon because he falls asleep.
That's a young person's game. Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
It's true.
I myself, I could be up middle of the night. Paul, nope. 8:00, he's done.
That's true.
You're not wrong.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Jonathan.
What did Jonathan say?
He has a new name for Dave.
Oh, there you go. Jonathan.
What's that?
What about that outfit Jonathan was wearing last week?
Right? It was amazing.
He looked like he was a sanitation guy in Monsters.
Neil says we need to leave Paul and Stephanie alone.
He was awesome. Oh, I love Paul and Stephanie. We're not picking on them. Stephanie will tell you. Ask her. She'll tell you. He looked like the sanitation guy in Monsters Inc. It was awesome. And his view behind him was great. And the thing I loved the most about Jonathan Shaw that night was how prepared he came and ready to make that stream good. You know?
Oh, yeah.
He was a
That's
great
the cool
guest.
thing. That's the cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
He brought character.
Yeah.
He was a great guest.
He
With a very
wears
cool background.
See, I want to know where he gets he gets to wear the gold jacket, and everybody wants everybody else to wear the coconut bra and hula skirts. What's up with that?
Nobody's asked for any coconut bra. Doug wants to
Dave,
wear.
do you have a coconut bra?
If you want to wear a coconut bra, Dave, you're more than welcome. It sounds like you do.
No. I'm just saying.
Dave,
We don't judge.
if you want, tomorrow, I can work out a huge deal for you tomorrow, Dave. Are you ready for this?
Sounds good.
I can work out a deal that I'm going to try to include in it massage lotion and strawberries
Wow.
that it could be fed side to side. It will include soft music and candles. And maybe you could put on some of that that type of videos that watch you and get you into the mood.
Like Disney streams. No.
I can work it out for you, Dave. Because Oodalali Lane, Kate, and Karen are coming here, and I could talk with them and see if I could work out a deal.
I will say this. I wouldn't do it there, but it was something I could probably talk my girlfriend into.
Dave, we need to see this girlfriend.
I have a question. You're going to talk your girlfriend into being with Oodalali Lane, Kate, or Karen? I'd like to see.
No,
that's
with
what
me. Nobody else, just me.
But you're going to talk your girlfriend into letting.
I'm just talking about the strawberries and all that.
Let me refresh what you said. You're going to talk to your girlfriend about getting Oodalali Lane, Kate, and Karen with you. That's what I just heard. This is really going to be something at the meetup.
He has her gavel out, just so you know.
She's brought out the gavel.
Who did? Dave?
Dave.
I'm just trying to hook people up. You never know.
Oh my. Well, hey John, remember when we said bring out the shenanigans to laugh?
Yeah, well,
I think they're out now. In triple fold.
This is what happens when you send out the link.
That's right.
But that's okay. When I sent out the link, I knew what I was doing because I was heading in the wrong direction, and I wasn't going to let that happen tonight.
Don't be a dork. Here for you, bud. Don't be a dork, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
I was already a dork tonight. I told you, go back and watch that interview that I did on Triple C, and I sounded like a dork.
Time out. Answer your phone, Dystopia.
Oh, shoot.
She went and hit on me.
The gavel never hides.
She was hiding from me. I was calling her out. Pete, why strawberries? Why not cherries? Because Dave needs something better to haul. I did too call.
You sure you didn't call somebody else?
Oh no, I called. Here's a little face right here. I'm gonna cover up the number. Here's a little face right here. So I did 2 call. I'm a dollar ready, dead. See, this is called a telephone call. Hello.
What in the name of Magnolia, Mississippi, do you want?
Listen, I'm trying to hook up Dave and 2 people. This isn't like Mississippi farm animals trying to get together. This is fun.
I thought the man said he had a girlfriend. Why are you trying to get in the business?
We haven't seen this girlfriend in 3 years.
Well, that ain't none of your business either.
Hey, he keeps bringing her on here. She's part of the show.
Well, you need proof of life or something.
What did you say? I need an interpreter for that.
It's Southern. It's called English.
I love her Southern accent.
You need proof of life or something.
Yes, we do. Thank you. I needed legal-esque. Proof of life.
I swear on all that's holy, Peter.
Oh,
Why
there's
do I have
nothing
an
holy
order
here.
my name? Look,
Because that's your name. Is it on your birth certificate? Then that's your name.
actually, it's Pierre on my birth certificate.
Shut up. I want to see it.
My grandmother was French.
I want to see it.
See, Jonathan Trump says, I've been wondering too. If the Canadians are wondering, then you know it's something going on.
Well, nobody asked the Canadians.
I did. I asked Jonathan. So,
Sorry, Jonathan. I love you, honey.
yeah.
Tina's
All right.
Canadian.
Yeah, Tina's Canadian. Doesn't she count?
Tina is not Canadian. Y'all quit messing with her.
She's half Canadian. I'm not telling you what you have.
Well, now I want to know.
Well, ask her. She'll tell you.
No. If you know, you can share the knowledge.
It's she tells me all the time when I'm talking to her, she goes, I'm half Canadian. And I say, which half? And she says, can't you tell by looking at these maple leaves? And I don't know what that means. I'm trying to figure it out. I can't.
I'm gonna need more information than that, Pete.
Well,
That's not satisfactory, sir.
I can't give you that information at this point.
Oh, she just clarified that in the
I'm
chat.
a zero Canadian.
No, she was talking about the animal from the Haunted Mansion movie, Zero. That's what she's talking
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Christmas,
Okay.
not Haunted Mansion.
All right, well, Dave, what are you doing bothering me? We're in the middle of a show.
I hate you so much and I love you at the same time, damn it.
Goodbye. She had to go.
I think Dave's rubbing off on you when you're coming on these streams. You're starting to sound like him.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wait a minute. Where are you getting that one, Jen?
I don't want to see Dave rubbing off on anybody.
Where's my tequila?
Where's this girlfriend? I want to talk to her.
Nobody has seen her except for me at this point. You will eventually.
That's not true. So I saw you in Florida, up there with Dad Build's get together at the where were we at the boardwalk?
Mhm.
Right.
And I pulled up in the chair. I came around and there was Dave, and it was great to see him. He's all excited. He's standing there by himself over by what was that little shed thing, right? When you first got there? What was that little shed thing that was right there by
Yeah.
where we were all standing when he first walked up? And he says, "Hey, it's great to see you." And he goes, "This is my girlfriend." And there was nobody there. And I said hello, and he said she says hello back. That happened.
That did not happen. That's fake news.
That happened.
That did not happen.
Well,
The only thing that happened was a great big hug with me and Dave. And I think if his girlfriend was there, he wouldn't have hugged me like that. Just saying.
oh yeah, I would have.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, yeah, you would
I would
have.
have paid for it. I would have paid for it later, but
Dave.
I love it.
I'm not saying it would have been a bad thing.
Dave. Let me explain something. With your girlfriend, you shouldn't have to pay for it.
Good life advice right there.
You really shouldn't have to pay for it.
I wonder. It would have been a good pain.
Okay, just making sure. Neil, didn't you see her? I was looking. She was right there. Neil saw her. So there you go. Dave, we all just hope you're happy and you've met a nice girl and it's working out for you.
Mhm.
It is.
Even if she's not opaque, it's totally cool. We don't judge.
Listen, I have to watch. She's a red. Let me put it this way: I got to watch her temper because she's a redhead.
Whoa, you're gonna.
My dad would say the same thing about my mom.
And it's nothing bad. Listen, I'm just saying there's something about they're particular when it comes to dudes when they got red hair. I don't know what it is.
You are really in trouble with the cat burglar. You're gonna pay for that. I'm telling you.
The cat burglar.
You go. There's gonna be something that's gonna happen there.
Oh boy.
Wow. Jonathan Chong, his hair used to be red. He dyed it just for the. Yeah.
Stop. He did not dye it. I mean, well, maybe he did, but no, we don't know that for sure.
Neil, a orgasm is a visual orgasm.
A visual
He's been
orgasm.
asking
It's
that
when you
all
get
night.
an orgasm from looking at something.
Yes.
Tina introduced us to that this evening. on
Gonzo!
Easy
Hello, Adventures of Gonzo is in the house, guys. Welcome in, Gonzo. Good to see you, buddy.
Speaking of orgasms, Gonzo's in the house. Just saying.
Just saying.
No, nobody else is saying anything.
That's what I keep saying, Dame Dystopia. I got my innocent halo over me, and somewhere we've lost track of this somehow.
Innocent halo, my backside.
And there's Samantha Lowe. Hello, Samantha
Hey,
Lowe.
Samantha, welcome in.
I was telling Dave they make these halo lights. You can't
Hey.
put one above your head and call yourself an angel.
Hey, what are you doing?
Just got home.
Yeah. How's life treating you?
Good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw you in the chat. We're missing you, so I want to call and say hi.
Love you, man.
I love you too, brother. Life's good.
All good.
Did you know that Dave is trying to have a visual orgasm tonight?
I just got on time.
Tag fake news.
Do that.
Well, Tina had 5 of them on my show tonight. Gee.
Really?
Yes, back to back visual orgasms. It was incredible.
I'm looking only for one, actually.
Well, yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Back to back, 5 at a time. That'll get you honey and wine or something. I don't know what she was saying. So
That's a record, right?
it's a new record. Yes, it's a new record. Dave's going to try to break it later.
No,
Okay.
All right, brother. We love you.
Love you.
Bye.
that's hashtag fake news.
What is on that
Gonzo,
pizza?
everybody.
Good to see Gonzo.
Good to see Gonzo. Yeah.
I love last week. I saw Gonzo, MVP in the chat I was watching Chris's stream, and they were both in there. And I thought, man, if Ed could just show up in here right now, and you could just have the 3 of them back together. They had, if you haven't gone and watched some of those old shows, I still go back and watch some of them. They're great to rewatch.
Mm-hmm.
Round Table. Absolutely great. I miss that show. So Samantha's getting ready for her 10K, Dave. She's raising money for charity, by the way.
Oh, well. Oh, does she have a link for somewhere that she's got it?
Well, she's not in blue, so she can't drop anything, but you can go over to her Instagram and you can go over to her Facebook, and all the information's there. She's doing multiple races, raising money for Give Kids the World.
That's awesome.
Mods, if one of you guys can go find out, and if there's a link we can drop, then let's please drop it.
Yeah, please support Samantha. So Jen's got 2 minutes, and so do I. What do you want to say to Jen in 2 minutes?
It's good to see Jen always smiling. Hey, if I had put it to you this way, with the bad day that I've had all day, be able to see Pete, Jen, John, and people in the chat, it makes the end of my night good. So at least now I can go to sleep on a good night knowing.
Well, that I'd love to hear. Are you saying that the 3 of us gave you a visual orgasm?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that.
Sounds like we're back to the thing where you're going to ask your girlfriend about Oolali, Lane, Kate, and Karen.
No.
I'm going to ask them when they get here tomorrow. I may
Oh
film
my
it.
goodness.
I may film that. Have Preston film that as a short and show it Sunday night on Disney Dialogues. I will ask them if they're interested in talking with Space Mountain Dave. Taking a ride on Space Mountain.
Could you imagine that? Dave and Kate and Karen, that just the three of them together, like
Partying like it's 1999. Jumping on beds and screaming and yelling, and there's a horse involved, and somebody brought baby oil, and there's 2 ducks there, and
Back blue.
somebody's eating salami. It's crazy.
I'm telling you,
Pickles.
this meetup's gonna be cray.
I'm getting a little worried about this meetup now.
Why? We didn't have a problem last year. We had that giant pig in there. Everything went well there. What's the matter with all this?
Dave's coming to this one.
Exactly.
The pig made all kind of noises, and then he was delicious. So there you go.
There you go.
Speaking of, where's Debbie at tonight? She go lay down. I hope.
She was not feeling good, but
I
then
hope
she was
she went laid
expecting
down.
she was expecting a phone call. So if we're still on, she'll be back.
I hope she's laying down resting. That's where she needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she really does, because she's been through a lot lately.
Yeah, she's good people. You know, we've had a good time at some of the meetups. You know, there was that whole time.
Some of the meetups.
Well, yeah, you know, so you had all kind of stuff going on there. You know, Gonzo was there the first year. He was covered in feathers. He had a good time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Can you bring that picture off the wall with you to watch everybody?
Nah, probably not.
That would be something.
Listen, I try not to stare at it because it's something weird, but that's okay.
Things blocked me, I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
Dave, the first year there was 11 people in a hot tub.
11 people in a hot tub.
Yeah. It wasn't any of our people. It was a baseball party team that was there, stayed at the same hotel, but there was 11 people in a hot tub.
You got to count the wins when you find them.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Hey, just to tell you about the kind of meetups we have, Debbie Bernfeld drinks moonshine. Just
That-
saying.
That is 100% truth.
You want to know what goes on at meetups? Even Debbie Bernfeld drinks
Hey,
moonshine.
I'm trying to get her to try some of the special moonshines. Let's see, bourbon moonshine whiskey, all the different types that they make.
She was all over slapping whiskey. I know.
Mhm.
Well, last time here in chat, she said she would dance on top of a trash can. Remember that, Dave?
Yeah, that's true. She did.
So there you go.
She did.
Jen
She
was
did.
gonna Jen was gonna dance on a table, and all of a sudden Debbie comes into the stream, and I'd be like, "You go on there. I'm up on the table too." I'm like, "What the hell is going on?"
No, I said I would dance on a table if Jonathan Chong came to the meetup, and he just dropped the ball.
Yep, I would have liked to have seen that, Jonathan Chong. Imagine how good the opening to my stream would have been if Jen was dancing on a table. It could have been phenomenal. We just missed out on all that.
Now that would be a bumper.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be a bumper.
Yep, that was something. That was something. So,
It's just, so would just say it's Jonathan Chong's fault.
Mm-hmm.
oh, and the other highlight
It
is that
usually is.
the other highlight is that Movie Mania Nick knows nothing about Disney movies.
True. But he did sing karaoke, and he sang It's a Small World on
He did.
karaoke.
Props to Nick on that one.
So he gets big bonus points for that.
Let me tell you something. That dude is, he's, you know what? He may be quiet and all, resolute the way he is a little bit, but when he was there, he was a fun. He was engaging. He was involved in all the conversations. He's a good dude. I'm glad he's coming back again. So, and like you said, he sung. There's a lot of people that said, I'm not, talked a big game. Oh, I'm going to do it. Didn't do it.
And then there were a lot of other people that said there's no way in heck they would get up there to do it. And then they were up there the whole entire night.
Yep.
I told you, I'm
not
retired
talking
from
about
singing.
Jennifer Caruso.
Caruso was great. Dame Dystopia is going to bed. If you come to the meetup, I'll share it with you.
Have a good night, Dame Dystopia.
Neil says, Jen, every time I look at your box, I go back to what's a vorgasm? Neil, I have a question. Why are you talking about a vorgasm and her box? I don't think Alyssa's going to like that at all. I don't think Alyssa is going to really enjoy that at all. at
There
all.
she goes.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
That's
it is past
Neil.
12:30.
I called you Nitro Neil. I didn't know it was all going to come out like that. Even Tina just said WTF.
Wow.
Who's looking? Look, Katie Y wants to know who's looking at Jen's box. This is going to, Neil, when I go live in June and you're with me, we're going to talk about you looking at Jen's box. That's coming up. I'm just letting you know. I'm taking that. I'm putting it into a little thing. I'm going little container. I'm just putting it away. So I can't come to the meetup. School's already back in session. Y'all have fun for me.
This is why I was supposed to leave 5 minutes ago.
Yes. Well, I got to get out of here too, because I got to get up early. We were trying to get some stuff done for dialogues backstage for Tuesday because it's coming quick for us. And we saw you were live and we said, hey, we'd come over here real quick.
Have you seen Dialogue Show? Have you seen the Dialogue Show?
Dave, do you know what a dialogue show is?
Yes, I love your shows on Tuesday nights. They were good. I got to go now. I had a crazy night Tuesday. I have to go back and catch the one with the Noah. But unfortunately, I had to miss that one.
Dave, you realize it's not the same guy with the arc, right?
Different Noah. Yeah.
But just as passionate about Christ, I will say.
Okay.
He was extremely, I
I'll take
mean,
it.
his faith is through the roof. We talked to him backstage for a few minutes, and I was overwhelmed with how awesome it was.
The parts I did catch, his art is just unreal. It's gorgeous.
It is. By the way, Katie, I'm going to talk to you in code for a second. 100% behind what you sent me is absolutely perfect. Just letting you know.
Number three,
absolutely perfect. So there we go. Sorry. Yeah, it was a great interview. It was a lot of fun. This week's going to be good too. You know.
Yep.
Great thing is with Jen and I, it kind of all started with John's dad, and it's just rolled from there, and we're excited about that.
Oh, you guys started before my dad.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking forward to
join that train. You guys did a great job.
Oh, they are. You know what? They've done a great job. They always do a great job on Tuesday nights. You guys kill it with these interviews.
I can't take any credit. I can't take any credit. It's all this guy next to me.
No. Let's not be modest.
No,
you do a lot of work.
As Neil said, people are there looking at your box. Neil said it. All right, with that note,
I have to go.
We're out of here. Dave,
have a good night, guys.
Listen, John, whatever you do, if he asks you to pick up some soap, say no.
Fair enough. I'll keep that in mind.
All I'm going to say is, all I'm going to say, I will say this, guys. Speaking of interviews, do not. Now he's saying, Pete, you're in trouble. Oh, I don't know what started what, but something's going. I don't want to know.
I'm just glad the cavalry came. You know,
cavalry, man. We brought the whole. We brought the whole military.
That's true.
But you know what? It's been. Here's what. Again, I go. Night, Tina. Have a great night. I'm glad they came on. Guys, again, don't forget, speaking of interviews, again, don't forget, Monday the 21st will be the night with Yeehaw Bob. So.
And it'll be after tax filing time. Everybody will be happy. I think that's great.
You're right. Everybody. Yep. There you go.
Yep.
Yes, I am smiling. Exactly. And I was trying to smile, but which was good because it kept me from going in the wrong direction. And
some of his questions helped, I think, maybe.
Yeah. leave it to Pete to, I love the guy. That's why I love the guy. I mean, seriously, he's a good friend. He's a good person. He just, Yeah, John is good medicine. So there's not one person in this community that could not come on here and not turn me around and not make me smile over something.
There you
Dan,
go.
Tina, even the two stooges, Richard and Mike. Love
Yeah,
them
where
to
are they
death.
tonight?
They're crazy. Well, Mike goes to sleep early.
Fair
Richard, it depends on what what he's got going on. I don't
I
know.
got it. Makes sense.
Yeah. So, like tomorrow night, you never know. Richard could pop on and.
Well, you guys make
you want to come hang out? Come hang out when Richard's in here. Then
Oh, yeah.
you'll really see some shenanigans.
Well, Richard, I recently found out was, we're living almost the same damn city, so we should just
You all need to
have
hang.
dinner or
You all
something
need to
and then
catch
hop on
up
the
with
phone
each other.
together
You
or
know,
something.
he just moved to near Seattle with his sister, I
Yeah,
believe.
he's not far from me, so he's probably about 15 minutes from where
Yeah.
I live.
Yeah. Only to discover that it's closed, Katie. They lost all their financial backing, and it's now closed. John ain't saying anything on that one.
No comment.
You're leaving the Starbucks thing alone, right?
Yep.
Hey, have a good night, Neil. I still want to get you on a Monday night. I'm going to reach out to you when things slow down for you and all that. Because I actually, that Neil is another good guy. You're talking about another good guy, and that's
Mhm.
Neil. And he's
Had the
so
pleasure of meeting him.
talented. He is so talented.
Oh
You
my
know, you
goodness.
listen to him perform in the on the Magical Night of Hope. He is great.
I did get to see him there. It was phenomenal. Blew away all expectations. So literally. Haha. But anyway. No, he was great.
I'm not a coffee drinker, period. I mean, give me my hot chocolate and I'm good.
There you go. You got to have some vice though in life.
Oh, you're welcome, Neil. But I'll reach out to you. We'll get you on here and on a Monday night. And to think of it, I got to reach out to Dean and try to figure out where in the world he's at. I think he's been sick lately. He hasn't been able to reach back out to me. And that I'm talking Dean from the live place.
So
another
what's
one
coming up for you? When I know you're having Yeehaw Bob on the 21st. What else is coming up? Are you going
not
live on
much,
Monday?
just normal streams. I'm working on. Oh, actually, a lot of what I got coming up. We got Jill and her husband will be on. If you all want to hear about the Disney, I will promote this one too. You all want to learn about the Disney treasure and hear about the good stuff? Be here on the 17th, on the
Perfect.
Thursday for my cruise line show. Not on this channel, but it'll be on the cruise line channel because Jill and her husband will be on there, and they are going to give us the lowdown on the Disney treasure.
Nice.
Photos and everything, which will be cool.
Awesome. Can't wait. That's great.
Speaking of which, Jill, I need to get with you. We may. I need to. I will have to get with you on how we're going to do that. Yes, the lowdown. I need to see if you guys will be able to operate it since my laptop is out of commission permanently. I'll need to talk to you about that when you get a chance. So when you get a lowdown time and we can talk on IG, let me know.
What happened to your laptop?
Completely kaput.
Oh no.
Completely kaput.
That's
Dead.
no good.
Nothing I can do about it.
Ah.
Yeah, it was a new laptop and it went dun, dun, dun,
Oh no.
dun, dun, dun. That's why I'm saying you want to talk about having a bad year. It just seems like one thing after another, and
not under warranty.
I seem to be in a revolving nightmare door. They wouldn't repair under the warranty.
We all have days like that. Don't feel like it's permanent. It'll pass.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, the doors better pass real quick because it keeps piling up. It would be, Katie, but whatever happened to it wasn't Hey, we finally got Jerry the Hatbox Ghost in the house. Hey, Jerry, what's up? What's this going to bed? When is everybody wanting to go to bed? It's only 12:45, people.
It's Friday
Really?
night. Still prime time on the
It's
West Coast.
Friday night, and look, it's only 9:45 in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
This is still too early.
I think I remember that episode, Jonathan. Something about when the ship went a little crazy and people ended up having nightmares or something. I don't remember, but whatever.
If it's the one I'm thinking about, they end up in a casino, I think.
Oh my goodness, I forgot all about that one. Data, was that the one where Data was blowing on the dice?
Yeah. If I remember, if the revolving door, if that's the one I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was that episode, and there might have been one other one that was similar to that, but the one I'm thinking of is the one where they go into the casino, where they ended up back in a based on some book that was
Yes,
culture
right.
created it for something, and
well, not to spill my geek creds here, but I think the episode was called The Royale or something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a Star Trek guy.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. When you guys can get with me to talk to him, Jill, we'll need to do that. And there's our other Canadian friend, So Cargo. Hello, So Cargo. Hello. Yep, they found the old pilot yeah, exactly.
That was not one of their best episodes, but it was memorable for some scenes and some lines and whatnot.
It was not squeezing the dice.
Dave, have you watched all the Star Trek series?
I'm going to honestly say no, because I hated Deep Space Nine with a passion.
Oh, wow. Why is that?
I did not like Deep Space. I tried to get into it. I watched the first year.
Well, the first year was awful. I think that's your problem.
Well, and here's the problem. And for me, it got worse and worse.
Every Star Trek series gets good.
Well, put it this way. My day was crazy, So Cargo, but it's ending up on a good night with the show that we're having tonight. And believe me, what a show. What a show.
DS9's first season, with the exception of a few episodes, was incredibly cringy. So if that's the only season you watched, I don't doubt that you hated it.
Yeah, I did not. I tried to get into it, but even though I did like Star Trek Voyager. I love Voyager.
Yeah.
And of course I loved, but I to me, don't get me wrong, and I'm not to me, the best ones that I like is the original Star Trek.
Of course.
Because I love the original characters. I mean, you can't get past Spock. I mean, it all comes back down to Spock and Kirk and McCoy. Yeah.
Talk about the trilogy. You have those three strong characters, working off each other. It just was magic, It
was. And the thing of it is, you read the stuff and the history behind them. William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy really didn't particularly care for each other.
True.
Personal wise.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if they ever straightened it out over the years, but.
Well, Shatner, was it Shatner or Nimoy? I guess they both wrote autobiographies, but it was pretty interesting to read behind the scenes behind all.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's only a couple left of them that are still alive. I think Nichelle Nicholas, I think, is still alive.
Didn't she recently pass? I could be wrong. I don't know.
Jerry, I didn't know. that box goes.
But I agree with you on Voyager. I like Kate Mulgrew. She was a good captain.
Yeah.
Nichelle Nichols passed in 2022.
Did she?
Yep.
Well, I know there's one or two of them still alive. There's not many left of them.
Yeah.
I think I do believe the one that played not Chekhov, the other one.
Sulu?
Sulu, I believe, is
Yeah,
still
Sulu's
alive.
around. Yeah.
Sulu
George-
is around. I think Chekhov may still be around too, if I'm
Yeah, I think so.
maybe not. Yeah. I think he's around. I mean, obviously the one that played Scotty, he's dead. The first one to pass away was Leonard or the one that played McCoy. So yeah, there's not too many left. There's only a couple of them, I think.
That's
Are they
awesome,
original?
Jonathan. Jonathan said he has a original movie poster, a real one, not one of these knockoff prints. That's great.
Well, Joe, isn't the one that played Chekhov still alive too? I didn't think he passed. Maybe he did. I just wasn't aware of it. I know Sulu. Yeah, that's what I thought. Walter Koenig is still alive too. So
Mhm.
there's three up there. There's only three of them left from the original series.
Walter Koenig played an amazing character on another sci-fi series called Babylon 5, if you ever watched that.
I've caught some of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Walter Koenig. Yeah, so those are the only three that are left from the original. But I mean, I love the original one. I mean,
gotta
there was
respond to Jonathan though. Jonathan said some of these people at the cons are grumpy. Have you been to a con? If I had to go to cons constantly, I'd be grumpy too. There are so many people there. He slapped your friend. I think we need to hear this story.
well, most people would say his name wrong. I mean,
Yeah. See, I got Jonathan on my side now. All I had to do is drop Babylon 5.
Well, yeah, Babylon 5 was okay. It wasn't one of my best series that I liked, but
Yeah.
it was. I thought it was okay. I mean, I didn't hate
The
it.
good part about
And I
that
did
show was
watch
the
it.
writing. I mean, they were working on a shoestring budget, but the writing was exquisite. Oh, such good storytelling. But the story, they were on such a budget that some of the effects and especially they were the first season they were trying to get their footing.
Well, hey, unless people know how to actually pronounce it, I guarantee you everybody pronounces it wrong. Jerry.
You say my last name wrong again, this interview is over.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't doubt it. He was one of the ones with the bad attitude on that show.
Oh boy. What breaks my heart though is that on the remake, the guy who played Chekhov died so early. I don't know if you know the remakes, the 3 movies they made.
Yeah,
Chris Pine. Yeah, the guy who played Chekhov, he was a young actor. He just died tragically, way too young.
but yeah, I mean it's okay, Gil. We'll still be here. It's
Yeah,
still
we need a good Star Trek night. We always talk about Star Wars because that's Disney. We need to balance it out a bit.
much
Sunny
more of a Sunny Eclipse. Hey, well, we can bring in Sunny Eclipse. He's kind of out of space.
I saw
that-
someone the other night. Someone the other day was streaming Sunny Eclipse for 24 hours.
John's channel name is going to be Miraculous. Grand and
Grand and
Miraculous.
Miraculous. G&M.
Yep.
That's the first few words of the Spaceship Earth narration, where Dame Judi Dench says, like a grand and miraculous spaceship. So that's where I got it from.
Yep. And I like it. He's got a good title banner.
Well, I was playing with logos last week. We'll see how it goes. Now I got to.
Hey, sometimes you have to play with them. like I said, I was playing. It took me a month to get.
This is great.
Well, and that's because we got it down to Katie helped me with it, and because I designed the first few myself, and then Katie stepped. Bless Katie, she stepped
Katie's
in and
amazing.
helped me straighten it out, and now
Yeah,
what we
she's at
got is
work
what we
all
got.
over the place. You are very, very talented, Katie.
It is very.
It's a cameraman trying to hold still.
You did get a good angle on it, right? That way you can put it in movies.
His handler was asleep. That's amazing. Wow. Well, you got to do what it takes, right?
Yep. Well, you do a great job, Katie. Like I said, I mean, and you stepped up, and you're the one that created a lot of the button characters that we see on a lot of people's logos now.
Mm-hmm.
And Katie stepped in to do that after Jesse passed away. And I don't know if you knew who Jesse was, John.
I think I know who you're referring to, but I don't think I ever knew.
She was a big part of this community. She before Molly stepped in to help Pete, Jesse was right there doing a lot of stuff for Pete, and he actually backed up a lot. You've heard me talk about Jesse a lot on my channel, because she, again, behind the scenes, she would step in, and when something wasn't going right, he had no problem with coming on the screen and go, knock it off and straighten out real quick. We always called her the ghost.
You need someone like that in every community. You really do.
Yeah, Jesse was very knowledgeable about YouTube.
But let me underscore something Katie said. She said, you got to draw or do something creative every day. And that's so true. It's one of the things my dad says. Just go and draw something. It doesn't matter if it's a stick figure, right? You've got to exercise that connection between your left and right brain. It's so important.
Oh, and I agree. I mean, I'm actually trying to work on learning the different AI stuff.
Sure.
I mean,
Well, I like what Mark Page said in his interview the other day with Pete. Mark was saying how just coming up with the right AI prompt is kind of an art in and of itself. And there's a lot of truth to that.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard that some colleges actually are starting to have AI classes.
Same here, Jerry. Every time Jesse chatted with me, and we talked several, and I know she talked with Pete, and she's talked with Jonathan a lot of times at night. She talked with me a lot of times at night. I mean, I can tell you one of the longest streams that I did was 3.5 hours, just short of 4. And then the guests that we had on that night, we still talked at least another 2-3 hours after the stream was over. It was like, by the time we all broke up and went to bed, it was like 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm. Those are good nights.
That's the kind of person Jesse was.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Woo, what a night. I'll tell you what, that laughing wore me out now. Oh, I know you did, Jonathan. All the time. You know what? And here's the thing. There wouldn't be there was not one thing. Nah, caffeine ain't crashing, hit on me now. I'm still going. My only problem is I still wish I knew where the vodka and the rum was, but
Well, I think
I
you're
just
doing
had
just
to give me
fine.
some new rum and vodka.
You're
Hey,
doing just fine. You
I
don't need to.
still got a quarter of a Dr. Pepper I need some vodka for.
Well,
I'll have to make sure I have it for tomorrow night on the Disney Cafe chat. Then we'll really see some shenanigans.
why is the
I
rum?
don't know why the rum's always gone. It's those darn pirates. You let the pirates get it, and that darn rum is always gone. It probably is somewhere. I wouldn't doubt it.
See, we need to just hide out on Pirates of the Caribbean. They have plenty of rum there. Never runs out there.
Yeah, there you go. We can always kidnap. We keep going around and kidnap all the rum that's on the Pirates of the
I think
Caribbean.
it's
There
a
you go.
perfect retirement plan. Sit around, drink rum, hang out with kiddies, watch
There you
people
go.
float by on the water. I think it's a great retirement plan.
Exactly.
Yep.
Hey, trust me, I'm ready to retire.
Yeah. You just need to wave your arms like this once in a while, like an animatronic.
Yeah. Oh, blame Kelly the redhead. Oh, she's gonna get you if you do that, Jonathan. Oh, her ears are probably burning now. Yeah, I never want to blame Kelly. Though she can stir up a little trouble. That's what I love. That's what I love about Kelly. She and I don't know if you know who we're talking about, John.
I do.
Kelly in the Kelly in the parks.
Yes.
It used to be she was formerly the Mickey Bunch.
Right. Okay.
We always call her because she does have red hair. She actually could look like that. The redhead pirate. The redhead.
Like red.
Pirates are the redhead and
We wants the redhead. Yep.
yeah, we always loved the redhead. And that's why we all love Kelly. She's got that personal bubbly. You want to talk about somebody that could make you smile even when you're down. Kelly's another one of those that you just talk to her, you can't help but perk up.
Well, the other Kelly, Myers in the Mouth Kelly, was famous for going to go find Merida and give her a hug. So
there you go.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. See, there you go. So Cargo. Well, I'm still waiting to catch up with you when you come. I love that. I can't wait. Hopefully I'm gonna finally get to catch up with Phil Cargo when she comes to Disney, which will be cool. Yeah, I've only seen Kelly on streams. I've never met him personally in the parks. It would be nice to run into him one of these days down there.
Dave, are you going to head out and try and see Epic Universe when it opens?
Or
is that not up your alley?
I might.
From everything I've seen, it looks spectacular. So we'll have to see what it actually feels like.
Yeah, I may look to see what it looks like.
Yep.
What the world are you talking about, Jonathan?
You see the ride part with chickens. Okay. Again, I don't judge much.
Well, neither do I. I'm just saying.
Could have been worse. Could have been the pigs.
I'm just saying. Jonathan, he's always trying to. Yeah, he is. He's trying to stir up trouble. See, leave it to Jonathan. Give him time. He'll be starting. But that was like the other night. What was it?
With the gold outfit, or what night are you talking about?
Oh, Jonathan's always trying to start issues up, especially on Friday night shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Jonathan and Stacy and Gloria, those guys are doing fantastic in Pete's game. I don't know if you've been following Pete's game at all.
I've actually tried to. I think he's just as bad as Richard. No, Richard does cause some stirrups too. I told you. I mean, I'm glad I'm the angel on the group.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Show him your flock, dear.
Only Jonathan. Only Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
And it probably is true, and it's something I probably hadn't caught on the ride because it's crazy.
I still think it's silly that they changed the auction scene, but what do you do?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you gotta love them anyways. What else is new? Sometimes it's just rough being an angel.
Yeah. Well, like I say, even Mr. Toad went to hell. I'm still blown away. I'm gonna have an episode at one point talking about Mr. Toad. How can you have a attraction at Disneyland of all places that ends you up in hell? that's
that. I want to know that one too. That one. Yeah, that is that one. You're right on that one.
But everybody just happily goes on it, walks off with a smile.
Yeah, they don't even think about it.
No.
Well, hey, I look at it this way, Jonathan. But everybody is loving this Two Truths and a Lie, and it really is a good game. He's had some good people on there that really. There's been some good people that have gotten tripped up, and a lot of questions where people have just nailed it on people.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm surprised how many people get since I scored the thing, I'm surprised how many people get a perfect score. I mean, if you think about it, that's really hard, especially if you don't know the guest that well.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, man, D. Adams, welcome in. I mean, for me, I try to play it when I can, but when you get up at 5 a.m,
oh yeah,
by the time he comes on at 10:45 at night, I'm like this.
I get it.
I try to stay up, but
I think Pete mentioned the other night he's going to eventually put an end to it at the end of the month, but he's going to give out prizes. And then he'll reset the score so that everybody has a shot at the next round, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't see the Two Truths and a Lie going away for a while because everybody loves it.
Jen did a great job with it. I think it's a fun show.
She did, yeah. She's
even
done
the
it
previous
great.
one when they did the baby pictures. That was fun too.
Oh yeah. See, and there you go. You're talking about another show that you really wanted to see like a dork. There you go. Take a look at the one that I did that Pete used my pictures, and I was a cute baby. But then you look at the middle picture with my blonde, totally poker stick hair, dorking the I'm telling you, if you could have seen the picture of me wearing back in the 80s when everybody feathered their hair and all that. Oh, look,
And you had Aquanet.
Case closed on Dork United.
Mm-hmm. Well, the 80s were a thing, so.
And
I
you
hear
only
you.
wore your hair two ways. You either had it feathered or you had it permed, type of thing.
Yeah.
And
Well,
even
you're talking
guys
about the
did.
80s, right?
Yeah.
Well,
It was
the
either you
80s,
got it permed, you either got it permed or you wore it feathered.
Sure. Most of the 80s, I was in elementary school, and at the back of class, there was this permanent cloud from all the girls using Aquanet on their hairs. That's all they did all day. So this cloud, it just hung in the air like Pigpen from Peanuts. It was just
It's pretty much because they sprayed so much hair. Oh my God! Even when I feathered my hair, I would spray. I don't know why in the hell I ever used hairspray.
I don't have that problem anymore, but
I don't have that problem either. Or I try not to have that problem. Unfortunately, it grows back too quick. In fact, it's time to run. It's time to go fight a lawnmower again.
Mm-hmm. I was in the same boat, Jill. I couldn't find mine either. It's okay. We should have used AI or something and conjured up some fake baby pictures. It's fun though.
Yeah.
I'm appreciative that Pete does that thing and that Tina and Joy do their games and things like that. It's a lot of fun. As much as I love watching people stream the parks, it's the community and the game and the camaraderie is really the best part. You guys should start up your own game, Dave.
We were going to try. I've been trying to get that, but
Yeah.
I mean, now that we've been getting people, I need to get more people that will be consistently that wants to come on Friday night and help me with the games.
Yeah.
But I thought of doing different types of games,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the original plan when I set up the late night shenanigans for Friday was to do type of games. And I honestly, if anybody wants a game that they want to try, let me know.
Yeah.
And we can work on it, but I just got to have it might be something. I need somebody that's pretty decent doing it, that type of stuff. I mean, it's one thing to be able to pull trivia questions out like I usually do, and that's usually what I did for quite some time.
Yep.
But it'll be more interesting. Oh, and again, for any mods that are still here, make sure you check the mod chat. The link for the Zoom call tomorrow is in the mod chat. It'll be at 1:30 p.m. I wanted to re-emphasize that. It's so we can start. It's so that we can start getting for the Give the Kids the World fundraiser. I'm going to start working on that. I'm going to start putting some things together. Considering now that it's April.
That's a great cause. Thank you for doing that.
I always love doing it. I love doing it. And now, since I don't know if I'll be able to get back to the park, so we'll do about a 2-3 hour thing, because I know I will start talking with. Actually, we'll talk someone from the Give the Kids the World along about July. But we just got to set a date. I don't know if we're gonna. We're doing a Zoom call tomorrow, so we can start seeing who wants to do what. This year, I want to actually do it where we can give some prizes away to people. I actually want to reach out to some of the people that are involved with the Magical Night of Hope. And see if we can try to push it, because the last time I did a home stream, we actually did okay. We actually did pretty good. Does it say 1 p.m.? I told Mikey to set it for 1:30, but Maybe he put it in there wrong. Okay. Well, we'll make sure we're in there at 1 o'clock then. I guess he said it for 1 o'clock. Maybe he thought I said 1 o'clock. So,
As long as you got AM, PM right, that's the important thing.
yeah, as long as he got the PM right, because I should have not doing no one.
Well, it's already 1 AM, so there you go. You can have it now.
So, Cargo, if you want to, yes, Molly knows. Oh, Molly knows too. Hopefully, yes, Molly is going to help. She's actually going to sit. Actually, I know Molly was going to help. She was going to actually sit in the studio to run the things, because when I'm dealing with, I don't want to have nothing to do with chat. I don't want to have nothing to do with the controls in the studio. I want to be able to focus on my guests and focus on Give Kids the World.
You know, when I was out there in December, it was the first time I visited that campus. It's an amazing place.
I haven't done it yet, but I am going to try to go do their volunteer training and then do some volunteering for them.
I was blown away. It's one thing to read about it online and to see some videos, but to actually see it in real life and see the impact that it has on.
So, Cargo, if I can, you know what? I don't know if you can make it tomorrow at 1:30. If you want to be involved, Jill, are you still wanting to help? I know. Yeah, next. Hey, well, you know. Yeah, send her the link. I know Go Cargo does a lot. Because Jill, didn't you say you would help with the prizes and the games? I think you and I can't remember who else said they would. Because whoever takes over that area, I just want that's what you guys will be focusing on. But I do want to. Hey, we ought to get John involved. Really get him involved.
Hey, that place is great. You know, anything I can do to throw some support their way, I'm good for.
Okay. Okay, so you won't be able to make it, but yeah, if you want to help, So Cargo, just reach out to me and we'll talk more. And or you know what? Talk to Katie or Jill. Because as soon as I get all the information, I'll fill them in it, and they can fill you in on it. But I do need to know, and I didn't know if Katie, I didn't know if you were going to try to help. I do know that Jill, I know you wanted to help. I just need to know what you exactly wanted to do, because I know I want a couple of. Okay, well, yeah. So, well, maybe you can help coordinate with the prizes. Maybe you and So Cargo can overlook the prizes. Molly, obviously. Okay, you'll be on the call, so yeah. Because tomorrow, I can tell you this, guys. We're going to set the date. We're going to set the time, start time, which will most likely be 6 o'clock, so it'll probably go from 6 to 9. But then I want to hear what other ideas you guys want to see. I just know I want to leave time for certain interviews, time to have someone come in, or it may be a video from. I may end up having to do what I did last year, where I started a video from Give the Kids the World and then slip into the live stream, which is what we did last year. No, was it last year or the year? Might have been the year before. I think it was the year before. But I will be reaching out to them again to try to speed it in. I'm hoping we can get maybe Josh to come on live, but I do know Josh did a video for us the last time we did it. So I'm hoping I can get Josh and Corey and them to do it. Who knows? Maybe I can sleep Yeehaw Bob in there too.
There you go.
That would be, there you
That's
go.
awesome.
That, if I can get Yeehaw, if we can have a good interview on the 21st, and maybe he'll come in and slip and let him talk about the Magical Night of Hope.
Because he's amazing at that night, at that show.
Yeah, that is my intention, Jill, to use a bunch of different combinations of videos, interviews, have some fun. Obviously, we're going to, we'll have some games. Because I wanted to get Tommy and Stacy to come in that one year, but they never did reach back out to me. I tried to reach to them, and I may try to reach out to them again this year. But yeah, so that's kind of the combination of what you said, Jill, is basically what is going to happen. And if we can get the right combination and the right people in there, I don't see why we can't have a successful 3-hour Magical Night. Kind of a mini version of the Magical Night of Hope is what I like to think of it as.
But you should wear your golden outfit like Jonathan did, or your coconut bra. I'm not sure which, but
I'm not sure I want to scare people now.
Maybe both,
Oh, that would really might scare people. Yes, that's exactly right. It's going to be pretty much a Vinny. That's why I want to see if I can reach out to Corey. Because I want it to be kind of a preview, because we will be pushing out the Magical Night of Hope on through that too. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Joe. This is a charity event, not a scary event.
True, but you gotta get the people in the room.
But then if we do it in October, it might have to become a scary charity event.
There you go. Boo to you. Yep.
Yeah, you're right. I guarantee you. Trust me.
Oh, this is leftover shenanigans from a few hours ago.
Oh boy, here we go. We're picking that up from 2 hours ago. Yeah, that was about 2 hours ago after Doug came in shortly after it started.
And I won't drop that.
Hey, at least we won't be getting into the orgasm.
See, that's so. You said it, not me. It's your channel, though.
Hey, guess what? It's after midnight, so you know what?
It's 10 o'clock.
It's really after midnight here. Oh God! But yeah, you can't expect. Oh, Joe! Oh, come on, Jill! Really? Oh, there you go. John's gonna be wondering what the world did I walk into.
No, I wondered that long time before I walked into your channel.
Stay tuned next week when I am not wearing no feather boa. No, and no. Not happening. I can promise you that, Jonathan. I don't need a wheel of shenanigans where.
Well, I'm sure if you wore that, you would get.
I'm not sure about that, Jonathan. Well, though I will say, being for charity, I'm liable to maybe do it
for a good cause.
For a good cause, yes, it is for. Yeah, well, hey, look at it this way. If it can become scary, we just blame Jonathan Chong.
There you go.
No, but I am looking forward to it, guys. I mean, obviously. Well, no, thank you, Katie. No, thank you. It took us enough time. Between me and you, it took us enough time just to get the right logo in here.
Well, paid off. It looks great.
It is. She did a good job. And honestly, I think, to be the honest, I think she kind of used some of what I did. Well, no, maybe not. I did my AI still.
But after tonight, you may have to change out that outfit on that logo. Put some coconuts there.
No.
Yes, Katie, exactly.
No, Katie, no. I'm sure you probably could.
Yeah, Pete can use it as a bumper. I love that idea. Dave,
No,
you know you
because
don't have a
then
bumper
Pete
for
would.
Pete.
Hold on. No.
Yes, you do.
No. Because
Haven't you
Pete
seen
would.
all of Pete's
Listen,
bumpers?
I would never live that down. Pete would hold on to that for quite some time.
Yes, he would.
I'm lucky he hasn't ended up with some of the other crazy things I've said over the times.
Well,
and I'm sure people have tried to send them to him, but so far I've been lucky and avoided his what shall we call him? His playback things of crazy statements people have said.
sure. In his handy dandy archive of sound bites. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I was looking for. Soundbite. I'm
Mhm.
lucky I haven't had any sound bites ended up in his hands yet.
Well, the night's young.
There ain't gonna be no sound bites handed over to Pete. I can guarantee you that one.
Disney.
You did, but he never. I don't know if he didn't get it or he didn't use it, but it didn't end up anywhere. Thank goodness.
Well, you know how he has all these bumpers now. I think you need to create one for him, Dave.
Well, I would love to. I seriously
in
would.
Coconut. In coconuts.
Oh, well, he would keep that one and play that bumper for sure. I can guarantee you.
Hey, you got to give the people what they want, right?
No, that's what Jonathan Chong wants.
And that's true too, but that he's part of the people.
So cargo, don't. You would too, so cargo. I know it. Oh well, again, it's all in fun, and that's what makes this community so much. That's what makes this community. We love to. If you can't laugh at yourself, then who can you laugh?
Mm-hmm. There she is.
Who?
Miss Debbie is back. Mama D. Hello, sweet mama.
Don't
Hope
look
you're
at me,
doing-
Debbie. I've been behaving all night. The rest
Yeah.
of these people in here now,
Well, we're still on
they're
the
trying to
coconut.
put coconut bras on me.
Suffice to say that Cavalry came, Pete and Jen came on.
Yeah, you miss Pete and Jen on, but they did. Between John, Pete, Jen, and the chat. I would say that it's been a successful night of getting me out of what could have been a depressing night for me.
Well,
But
that's what this community's for. We build each other up.
But definitely, hopefully, you're feeling better, Debbie. I mean, you really should be resting.
Sorry you're having a rough night.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I remember that one. That was about a month ago or so, I think. I remember that one, so cargo. Jonathan, I ain't talking about being depressed from a coconut bra. And first of all, I do not have a coconut bra on. So get over that coconut bra thing.
Mm-hmm. It's better than the pineapple.
Oh Lord, no, because I don't know where that's going to end up. Somehow that's going to end up in Pete's hands, and I'm going to end up all over plastered. Who knows where on Disney YouTube?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I'm going to have to fix the purses around here. That's for sure. Hey, John, welcome to the community. I'm glad you know what? I'm so glad. You know what? Listen, first of all, again, going back to Tuesday night or Monday night,
Mm-hmm.
you know, thank you for a great interview. To be honest, truthfully, it was, you know, you brought so many good. That was such. You brought so many good stories that even Mike was impressed. We learned a few things, and it was like, dang.
Well, I'm lucky enough to be around some amazing people, so I'm just a conduit for those stories. Happy to help, but you guys need to give yourself some credit too, because this community is really tightly knit, and that's not easy. A lot of communities out there are toxic. They have some bad people in them, but this one's a good one.
No, this one's only toxic with coconut bras, apparently.
True.
Or vorgasms.
Well, nothing's perfect, but you know.
And apparently you have to watch how some things slip out of purses or something around here, apparently.
Yeah, I'm not.
So if I end up seeing myself on one of Pete's shows, I know where it came from, people. Just saying.
Can't blame me. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll take credit on the next.
No, it was something. It was something that I typed in. You know how you got the two boxes where you got, you know, your name and then you got the writing underneath. It was something that I had spelled wrong, and now it's ending up on.
I think I saw it in chat. I think I know.
Apparently, it's now going to end up on the #1 hit parade. Apparently,
yeah. Okay. Yes.
Oh, brother.
Well.
Yeah, I actually typed in cream, Disney creams instead of Disney dreams. That's what it's all about. That's where they're getting at.
You're just talking about desserts around the theme park, right?
Exactly.
No problem. Yeah.
Are you sure it's going Huey? Because I'm sure it's probably the chat that's going Huey.
Huey, that's one of Donald Duck's nephews.
Yeah, always causing havoc. So apparently we have Huey, Dewey, and Louie in here somewhere. But that's okay. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world because, you know, even now, what I'm loving about this is we're building, for the first time, I feel good about my Friday night shows because we're starting to build a solid Friday night group.
Good.
On a Friday night, I feel. I mean, you know, and times we get other people. Some nights it's slower than others, but
that's okay.
You know,
it's the consistency.
It just depends on what's going on and what people are, you know, I mean, but it's the consistent people and, you know, and sometimes we get surprises like tonight. I wasn't expecting Pete and Maui to come in. Now, yeah, I put it in the mod and like I said, I extended it to the mods and of course I extended it to you, you know, because really I needed somebody to help get me over the mood, because if I had
Sure.
not done the show, I would have been steaming mad sitting here tonight, and we
Well, like
needed
I
the
said,
laughs, and boy, did we get them.
we build each other up. That's what's great about this community.
Exactly. And obviously, you have become a good part of the community, and again, like I said, I'm looking forward to getting you back on a Monday night and hear more stories. And
Yeah.
really, I want to get it where we bring Richard on with Mike and me and you, and kind of do a miniature roundtable, because I really
it.
would like to talk about some of the background, because I know me and Richard, not so much Mike, but me and Richard love watching the Imagineering stories
Yeah,
on
the
Disney
Imagineer
Plus.
story.
That
Yeah,
talks about the backside of the stories.
right.
And you lived it, because your dad and your grandfather were Imagineers, and
Yeah, I was lucky enough to be a part of that. Some of the most famous, like, have you heard of Rolly Crump, the guy who designed
yeah,
Small World?
are you kidding?
Yeah, I was
He's
running
another
around
one
his
that had a
drafting
big
table as a
hand
kid.
in the Haunted Mansion and everything else. A
Yeah,
few of the rides.
yeah. I was probably annoying him because as a little kid, I was running around his drafting table. So, lots of good stories to tell.
Oh, now we got to hear that story. Ooh, yeah. There you guys go. Now we got a future story to listen for.
There you go.
John running around Rolly Crump's table, driving him crazy. There you go.
Rolly was a good dude. He was. You're talking about Richard being a good dude. Rolly was amazing too.
Yeah, he really was. Andy was very talented and creative.
Well, the interesting thing about him was that he was super creative, but super creative outside the box to such a degree that he was such a creative, unique force. That his style is just instantly recognizable. You go watch. Why in the world, here, Dave? Let me answer me this. Why in the world do people line up to hop on a boat to go look at dolls? With that song over and over and over again. There's something magical to it that you can't quite put into words and touch.
Exactly. It's that magic that somehow it draws you back. It just continuously. And we've got people in the community that love that song, and we all know. And we got people in the community that goes, if I hear that song one more time, my head's gonna explode.
Of course.
Now I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle. I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, I don't always, when I go to the Magic Kingdom, I don't always do Small World.
Right.
But there's something that from time to time that magic draws me in, that I just have to. Now, I wish we had, I'm not going to lie. I know they only had so much space in the Magic Kingdom to do it, but I wish we could have had something like they had at like Disneyland. I mean, there's
that
something
is amazing in Disneyland.
I mean, the Small World and the Disneyland, it's just, and now the way they're putting the IPs in it really is. I wish they could do that with Disney World, but I don't ever see them doing that with that.
But you got to wonder sometimes, why do people line up for so long to hop in a boat to go look at dolls? And I know I'm minimizing it, but there's something to that experience, and I could say the same thing about many other attractions in the park too.
Oh yeah, I mean, you think about it. One of those would be Carousel of Progress.
Yeah.
Why do people? I mean, it doesn't have the long line but every time you turn around, you'll see a decent sized crowd to go into the next showing of, and a 20-minute show that takes you around in a circle, but yet every time there's something magical about it. And and if you've been in it enough time, you already know how it ends, and it starts and ends, until they change up obviously they're gonna, I don't know if they'll ever take Carousel of Progress out, but eventually they're gonna have to change the last scene, because half of everything they got in the last scene now, we already have now.
Well, it's already out of date. In the finale now, they talk about laser discs. So, I mean, come on. They've got to update it. But, yeah, it's a classic story.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly, Jonathan. The Christmas version song of the Small World, I would agree with you on. I mean, normally I love the Sherman Brothers, and they did a great job with the Small World song, just as they did with a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow. And we know Sherman, plus the fact that they were the ones that were responsible. It's a spoonful of sugar makes the
Yeah.
medicine go down, the medicine go down. So, I mean, there was something, between Raleigh Crump and designing the way they did in Small World and that
Yep.
magic with the Sherman Brothers. They're
Yep.
just, and I agree with you, John. I don't know what it is, why people wants to stand in there. And I'm the same way. Like I said, I don't go to it all the time, but there's something that just so often that ropes me and says,
Mhm.
let's go hop on Small World.
There's a funny story about Carousel of Progress. I don't know if you know, but Sherman Brothers wrote that song called It's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow, right?
Right.
Well, the original sponsor of the attraction, I think it was GE, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
They hated that song because
They
wanted
hated
to sell,
it? Really?
they
Do
wanted
tell
to
me.
sell, they didn't want to sell product tomorrow. They wanted to sell product today. So they didn't want to have a song that says, hey, tomorrow's going to be great. They wanted to have a song about today. So they made the Sherman Brothers go and create a separate song called, I can't remember the name of it. I'm for sure someone in chat will know. But it had to do with about the innovations of today, but it wasn't nearly as good. So I'm glad that they brought back the classic.
No, and I think that would didn't that have something to do because GE, when it was sponsored by GE, and that was for the World Fair.
Yeah.
Once it got moved to Disney World, I believe they shortly changed it to the Big Beautiful Tomorrow. I believe.
Yeah, that might be. But I just
could be wrong. I mean, I know that, and maybe they did keep the other one for a while, but
sure.
I mean, obviously, to me, honestly, it was a great move of bringing because no matter what your opinion is on Carousel of the Progress, you can't argue. I love the song. It's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow.
That's a classic. Can't beat it.
I mean, I can go with, and I always love teasing Nick, and I always love teasing Movie Mania Nick when he's in here and Jen comes in and I go, it's a small world after all, because he cannot stand that song. And yet, you heard us say that Nick actually sung it last year at the Maryland meetup.
Oh, I missed that part. Okay. Yeah, because I couldn't make it last year. That's funny.
Are you going this year, John?
It's my intention.
I'll get to see you. I'll get to see you again, and that'll be cool.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
There you go. Like I said, like I said, I know I'd love to. I would love to be able to hang out with you in the parks because and then here's some more of your stories as we're going around and. That to me, that would be, you're talking about when you're meeting other Disney creators or people from the community. But when you get to hear stories like that, it's just.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why I really appreciate, especially the streamers. I mean, how do I say this? It's one thing to go on to the parks and go on the great attractions that we all love. Nothing wrong with that. Not one bit. It's great. However, it's the ones that really pay attention to the details and the history that I really love. It's, hey, why do these things work so well? Why do we all spend hundreds of dollars of our hard-earned money to go look at these plastic people? There's something to it.
See, here's now you got my brain rolling again. Because me and maybe it's something that me and Richard can revisit it. Because like I said, me and him love watching the Reimagineering. But see, now that you're in the community, maybe I may revisit it of doing some of those shows that are maybe coming up with a new show, but similar to what we did in the past. Because we physically broke down and talked about some of the Imagineering stuff.
That's great. Yeah.
On some of the shows. But to have somebody that can actually correlate what we're talking about with what you see in the Imagineering shows on Disney Plus would be
those shows are great. I mean, there's nothing needs adding to those shows. They're great.
No.
But I get your point, though. I get what you're saying.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's one thing to watch it and see it, but to bring somebody on that actually has experienced it, I mean, as far as being around it,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, obviously, I'm sure you've been around it when a lot of this stuff was being created
Sure.
with your grandfather and your dad,
Sure.
you know.
Yeah. Well, the creative process is not always pretty. You know, there's a lot of, let's just say the making the sausage is sometimes an ugly affair, but you know, what comes out of it at the very end is sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't work. But Disney, for better or for worse, tends to knock it out of the park. And there's something magical about that.
Yeah. There's something about when Disney brings the sausage, all right. And it
Yes.
happens every Friday night because some nights it's boring in that. And then all of a sudden, like certain Friday nights tonight, the sausage gets so big that it goes
Nah, I'm
nowhere
not going
and
there.
it goes out of the park.
No
And
comment.
there was definitely a sausage tonight.
Yeah. So, how about that interview? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, and the thing of it, that's what I love about it when I can actually sit down, you know, and don't get me wrong. Oh, Lord. Don't start with that, Katie. Why? Oh, boy. Jonathan, don't you. Oh, both of you sit on a chill out of ice for now. We're trying to avoid it, but couldn't help it. It just came out. Sausage links. What else?
Dave, I don't know if I ever asked you, where did your original Space Mountain name come from? Was that your favorite ride?
I know, Katie. Where did the original? It's because, like, I think, yeah, and I think I told you. Maybe I didn't tell you the full story. That when I was younger, I've always been here's the crazy thing. I've always loved flying. I have no fears of flying, yet I have fear of height,
Sure, it makes
which
sense.
caused me from roller coasters.
Right.
But then I started, you know, one year as I was growing up, I tried, okay, I said, I got it. We're going to the family went to Cedar Point. So I said, okay, I need to try a roller coaster. So I
Yeah.
started with the smallest, simplest one, which was the corkscrew.
Mm.
So what? There I go again, getting blamed for things. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Except for what Katie said, and I'll admit I did say that. But I ain't out of line. But anyway, so yeah. So then, believe it or not, at that point in time, and that wasn't too far. That was sometime in the 90s when I first did that. So then we moved down here in the summer of '99. You know, I didn't go to the parks for the first few years, but
Sure.
you know, about the mid 2000s, I started getting the annual pass and started going to the parks. Saying,
Yeah.
well, believe it or not, reason why I went with Space Mountain because it was the first tall roller coaster, and you're talking in the dark.
Right. You don't need
That
to look
I
down
actually
and get afraid of heights.
that's why Space Mountain has the special because it was the first tall roller coaster that I rode outside of the corkscrew.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah. So you should love Guardians then. It's just as dark.
Oh yeah, I love it, especially swirling around. I mean,
Mhm. Yeah,
and
I
then the
gotta say,
music
the
that they
notion
play.
of, you know, one of the greatest innovations the parks have made has been what's called the Omnimover, which is a vehicle on the Haunted Mansion, right? What's
Right.
great about that thing is not only is it a ride, but it points you like a camera at whatever it is that the story is trying to tell.
Have a good
So
night, Chicago.
So what's great about Guardians is that they just planted that on top of a roller coaster. What a great idea, you know? Let's point you at what's important, hopefully without making you throw up. But they did a great job, I thought.
Well, and the crazy thing of it is it works.
Mm-hmm.
It freaking works.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works, but it works.
Yeah.
I mean, most people love Galaxies of the Guardian or
Mhm.
Guardian of the Galaxy.
Right.
What
Now,
Jonathan said, it ended up being in a wheelchair technology later. Great. Yeah, and it did, Jonathan. And the technology that came out of that is just absolutely, and here's my kicker. I mean, you got that issue. You didn't, you had that technology. And then you look at the technology that they use for Rise of the Resistance. Guardians didn't have a fraction of the issue that, when Rise of the Resistance first came out, and I understand it was different, a little bit different technology,
yeah.
and brand newer technology that really hadn't been used before, and it was down more than it was up.
Well, there's
Now,
so
I think
much
they
that
got
goes
some of
into
that worked out. I don't think it's down as much now. It still goes down, but I don't think it goes down as much as it did when it first opened up. But
Well, Indiana Jones Adventure had the same problem. When it first
Oh,
opened,
really?
it was down more than often than it was up. But
oh,
that's
really?
par for
The
the
one in
course when you
Disneyland?
do it. The one in Disneyland, the one Tony Baxter did was, it was notoriously down. And that's not a knock against Tony or anything. It was just new technology, and that happens with every attraction. When you have a new attraction bring new types of technology to the table, you're going to have some rough edges. I mean, look at Disneyland itself. The concrete wasn't even set on the day Disneyland opened.
That's true.
Yeah. So you got to think.
And people's shoes were melting. People's shoes were melting right into the cement because
That's
the
right.
tower hadn't set because it was so hot. And
That's right. So, and they're not hurting today because of that. So it's okay. You got to shake out the issues.
and they did. I mean, you look at it now, Rise of the Resistance. I don't think there's one day that they don't have rides going down.
Sure.
Especially I understand the older rides going down a lot more because the technology that they use, they're having to fix in-house because some of that stuff you can't get parts, so they have to make the parts in-house.
Well, the Mark Twain sunk on opening day because too many people got on it.
Okay, do tell. I didn't hear this story.
Yeah,
Do tell.
yeah. The steamboat. Too many people hopped on the opening day, and it jumped its track or something. I'm not sure what technically happened, but yeah, they had to evacuate all the people off of it on opening day. So I always like reading those stories, not because it's not point fingers and laugh. It's every new thing you try and every new innovation you do is going to have issues. It's okay. What the important thing is what happens in the long term.
Yes, exactly, Jonathan. Now, Telpia cars needed to be. I mean, and we all agree with this. I mean, right now, if any ride needs some major attention, and as much as I love it, it's the Tomorrowland Speedway. I mean, honestly, I would love to see him. I mean, I guess I kind of don't want to mess with it too much because it's that old nostalgia. But the cars, you do get that gas smell, and
have you been on the one in Disneyland?
No, I have not.
In Disneyland, it's much different. It's much.
Oh.
Well, the one in Florida is like 4 or 5 lanes across. It feels like a
Right.
freeway. The one in Disneyland isn't like that at all. It's a single lane, and you go through the trees and the monorail pylons and all. It's much more intimate.
Welcome back, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Good. Yes. You do me a favor. You need to you need to keep an eye on Jonathan. He's in there stirring up trouble again.
Yep.
You walk away and then he stirs up trouble. Now watch him be quiet. Just
the
saying.
other thing is, did you know Doritos came from Disneyland? The potato, no, not the potato chips, the chips. Doritos.
Never go off the road a bit. And no, I did not know that. Seriously, Doritos came from Disney. Really? Do tell on that one. I've never heard that one.
Yeah, there was a Mexican restaurant in Frontierland.
If you want to come on for a few minutes, Debbie, please do.
Awesome.
I know John would rather see a beautiful face than my ugly dorky face.
Well, I don't know if there are any coconuts involved.
No, No, there ain't no coconuts involved. We won't get into the coconuts.
But they had all these tortillas left over at the end of the day, and they didn't know what to do with them. So one fine person said, let's try frying them up. That's where Doritos came from.
Wow. That's I never heard that.
True story.
Hey, anything that you say, John, I take for a word. I mean, again, because of the legacy you come behind,
Wow.
and even yourself, you've been involved with Disney to a point on certain aspects.
You have to be careful because stories have a way of taking on lives of their own, and I may be fed some whoppers from time to time. You never know. We'll try to keep it honest.
I'm going to tell you this. I've been around long enough that I've studied. My first several years, I studied law enforcement.
Mm.
The link is in Debbie. The link is in the mod chat. Let me try to send you the link. Check the mod chat because the link is there, but I'll send you the link in the personal IG. But yeah, I mean, and I tend to know when somebody's, I won't say outright lying, but if the story gets a little fishy.
Yeah.
Especially when I know myself can make stories a little fishy.
Yep.
I tend to smell them out and go, the stories you tell, no, they're not fishy. They're like, your stories are so amazing. Yes, it is hard to swallow, but if you know the history of Disney, you know what it's a back.
It's a special
it's pretty much true. Okay, Debbie, I just sent the link in our personal chat. Yeah. I mean, I know we're probably not going to go too much longer, so I'll let her come on for a few minutes and try to keep Jonathan in line.
That's right.
Always someone causing trouble. I know it's not me.
It's never you, Dave.
Never.
It's
you never blame the boss. Don't you know you can never blame the boss?
That's right. Overtime.
Yeah, exactly. I look at it this way. You know what? It's all in good fun. I wouldn't trade the fun that we've had tonight. And again, I just am telling you, I could have easily sat here and been depressed because of the latest news. And it's not good news. I mean, obviously it's just another gut wrenching in the gut, because now you're telling me now I got to wait another 5-6 months to get my house, which now puts us well over a year from when it happened.
I get it.
So sometimes
it would be trite of me to say, hey, count your blessings, silver lining, everything will be better. And all that's true. And
it is true. But when you've gone through, when it keeps going and going and you've had smaller things keep going wrong, it just adds up and you get to the point where how much more do you take?
I get it.
And that would be anybody. That would be any human.
Sure.
I mean, you do get to the, you can be the most positive, happy, and usually I am. But again, humans, we tend to push to the brink.
Yeah.
And then you finally go, where's my breaking point?
Right.
And I kind of hit that last week. And sometimes you just need that good swift kick in the caboose. And then of course there's our good friend Mama D.
Hold on, I have to get my camera back on. I swear I'm so.
Now you're upside down. Now you're turning right. They're almost there.
Hold on.
At an angle. Wait, I'm looking at it this way.
I'm so. I am so out of it today.
That's
You're doing
okay, Debbie.
fine.
You
You're
know
doing
what?
better than we are.
It's always good to see your smiling face. We love it.
It's a gimbal ride.
I'll fix it after. It's just as best as I can do for right now. Hold on.
Yeah. See, even Katie said you did a cartwheel.
Yep. You gave us a, speaking of roller coasters and corkscrews.
And now she turned into the invisible man
And then
or
she
lady.
left.
Oh,
Okay,
there
good.
she goes. Now she's back.
Miss D, how are you doing?
Where am I? I'm not in here. Where's my
You're
picture?
in here.
You're looking good.
Really? I don't see myself.
You're right there.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
you're right there. We can see you.
Unless you're
Yeah,
one of these
I
invisible
actually-
girlfriends I
If
heard
I
about.
actually turn on the live button. It's been a day.
Yep.
It's been a day.
That
How,
seems to be
how
the
are you
trend.
feeling?
So. It's just like there's a lot going on. My air conditioner broke.
Oh,
Yeah. My internet is going in and out.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, my air. I have to get a whole brand new unit. And in Dave, in Florida, the condo, the condo, what we call it?
HOA? No.
No, there's such new regulations now.
Oh,
There's new regulations and permits, and they don't even make my unit anymore. So it's a nightmare. So, and it's turned off, and it's still leaking. And I have a friend that's coming to visit me next week, and so there's no way we could stay here
oh no.
because I have to get from my financial aid people and
Well-
and get money to pay for because like $5,000 or $6,000.
Well,
So
Dave and I will come down and we'll wave palm fronds at you. How about that?
yeah, and
There you
so I had to get I'm trying to get a Airbnb, but it's like such a rigmarole that you have to go through. I was like trying to send my photo picture, it wasn't accepting my ID. Then I had to take a picture of myself, and I have to compare it to my photo ID. It's a nightmare.
yep. That's about the government bureaucracy anymore.
But I don't want to stay at a hotel, because if we stay at a hotel, then we have to go out to dinner every night. This way, if we
Yep.
enter an Airbnb, we could grocery shop and then bring the food and eat, not spend so much money on.
Yeah.
But if I don't get accepted for the Airbnb, I'm just going to have to do the hotel and just, I'm over it. I'm so over
Yep.
it.
Debbie, if anybody in here right now can understand that feeling, it's this one up here in the left-hand corner, right here.
Oh,
I understand that. Now, I mean, I know it's a different situation. Yours is an air conditioning. Mine is a whole blooming house.
Oh, I know that. But it's just frustrating.
It's frustrating. It really is.
I know,
And I hope are they going to fix it? Are they fixing it?
I have to get the money. Hopefully I can get the money. Then I have to call them, and they said it may take not until May or June before they do it, because they have to get permits and all kinds of rigmarole regulations that they have to go through.
Well, now you did it, John. Jonathan went to town. You see what he said?
mm-hmm.
I have to put my glasses on. I can't see. What did he say? Oh, it's like King Julius from.
We'll wave leaves and feed
Oh,
grapes.
There you go.
Okay.
Jonathan, what am I going to do with you?
See, he's been causing trouble all night.
I don't know what I'm going to do with you, Jonathan.
We'll find someone to feed you grapes and wave palm fronds at you.
There you go.
Yep.
But even if I have my air conditioning working, my place is not suitable right now to have any guests. But I don't want to say no to her. So she's my best friend. We've been friends since we were 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
So I
you've
had
been,
to say,
yeah, it sounds like you were like my mom and her best friend. They'd known each other for 70 some odd years because
yes,
they were friends since they were like 4 or 5, and
just about like 60.
mom passed at 78, so they were like friends for 73, 74 years.
Yeah, it's like 60, 59, 60 years like now. But so
And now you got all us wonderful friends.
There you go.
yeah.
Even though Jonathan is causing trouble, we still like him.
Or maybe Debbie and her friend should fly to Las Vegas and hang out there for a few days. I think that's a better idea.
Yeah, right. we're both are not able to do that. We don't have the money for that.
I don't know about that, John, because then she would try to bring her moonshine to Las Vegas. And then next thing you know, we're hearing about a Disney person getting arrested for moonshine.
Oh hush. Oh hush.
Oh, yes, and I think we did put that link in there. If we can get that link again, guys, for her 10K, I don't know if that was the link for that or if that was her charity link for the run that we posted earlier.
That's
If I
awesome.
have that.
But yes, guys, please make sure we go help out Samantha Lowe. Again, she's doing it for Give the Kids the World. So, and again, there's something about, see, here you go again. We're talking about Disney creators within this community. There's now Dad Builds, he does it for his cause, which is a great cause too. But most of us, we're all attached again. You're talking about two things you're attached to: Disney and Give the Kids the World.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's not one Disney creator that doesn't do some type of charity work.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think most of us are either involved with helping other channels with their causes, or they do it themselves.
Yeah.
Well, I was so happy I was part of that event in December. That was very
That was
meaningful.
nice. Yeah. That was great.
Yeah, see? And then I get to bowl all you over and show up on Sunday for you.
I'm glad you made it, Dave.
Yeah.
And then to realize how everybody was right that the trash cans are taller than Debbie's.
Yeah.
I know. August is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Winter is coming. Isn't that the phrase from Game of Thrones or something?
Well, the Game of Thrones, I'm more like to be the one being thrown. Because I do know one thing: you got to watch out for those small people. They can be they may be quiet, but they can be vicious.
We're small but mighty.
That's right.
There you go. Nah, but I will say that like Jen said, the biggest part of that for me was one, getting to meet all you guys. I mean, it was great meeting John, and obviously that was the second time I've seen Pete in life, and actually I got to, and believe it or not, got to meet Corey. Was there for a little bit when I first got there, so got to meet him. But the biggest thing about it was getting my hugs from Molly and Debbie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the highlight for sure.
Well, I don't know, but it was the highlight for me. I can't speak for anybody else. I mean, apparently that might have been the highlight for Jen for too.
It was. It was.
Did you see those three guys with the shoes that they had on, the Dutch clogs? Is that what they had on?
Oh gosh, that was funny.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, Steve. Yeah.
That was hilarious. That
Oh
was
my
hilarious.
goodness. Yeah, Steve. Who was it? Steve.
I think Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, and that Jeff.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And Jeff.
That was hilarious.
Yeah,
That
you
was
need something like that for your 3-hour event, Dave. You need to pull off something like that.
Do not give Jonathan any ideas.
Well,
I'm
maybe
trying
they
to
should
get away
involve
from that one
coconuts.
without bringing it out. I think we've gone enough with the coconut broth tonight because it ended up all over. It's ending up all over the internet right now because of some other people in there.
Did Pete and Molly come on stream?
Yes,
Yeah.
they did. They were asking about you, Debbie. We said well, I told them, I said, I know you had a phone call and you didn't know if you were going to be able to come back, that you would come back if we were still on.
Good night, Jill.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Jill.
Yeah, I was talking to the friend that's coming, and he needed to talk to her about a few things.
And if you got that picture of anything else, please make sure it gets in Circle File 13.
That's code for social media, right? Yes, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to come on for a few minutes just to see you make beautiful faces.
Hey, John, we're about to tie the stream the other night, which was 3 hours.
There you go.
The other one was almost 4 hours, actually.
Yeah, we had fun.
Hey, we keep it up, we'll be going for another hour, but I'm not sure. Even I have to give this sleep.
Yeah.
And I don't even have to tell Mama D that I haven't eaten dinner because you all saw me eating dinner on the stream.
You're eating all kinds of junk. You're like a raccoon. You're eating so much junk.
Kind of think of it.
Yeah.
Speaking of raccoon, I think it's time. I think it's time for this.
What am I going to do with you, Dave? What am I going to do with you?
What did I do? Just eat. Look, look. There's an orange and a lemon and an orange. So see, I'm eating some juicy stuff.
It's fruit. It's good fruit.
Yeah.
That Warehouse 13 better lead to a trash can, Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I see Pete getting a hold of it, there might be some people on timeout.
Yeah, Dave's holding on to that tighter than the JFK files.
Are there any vegetables in my house? Well, here's the problem. The house that I have, the stove don't work. I have no microwave. So I'm limited as to what I can make. So right now I'm really at you're talking about, if you guys really knew just how, I won't say a bad situation. I won't say a bad situation, but I'm in because there's always someone worse than me, but now I could go get a microwave.
You're at a little disadvantage. But I was going to say, okay, your oven doesn't work. Trust me, I know my oven's not working either. So I use the stove a lot. But I also have, which is not the best, but a little air fryer toaster oven.
Yeah, I thought about getting something like that. Or I thought about getting a small microwave.
Right, but there's more things you could do with the air fryer toaster oven. You could actually cook meals. Microwave, you can't really do.
Listen, I do make healthy sandwiches, Jonathan. You got bologna and 2 pieces of bread. There you go. That's healthy. You got your bread and you got your meat. Thank you very much.
Dave, where did you get your nutritional training, please? Because
Dave's food pyramid is upside down.
Hey, from the Jonathan Chong Three Stooges School of Healthy Eating. So it's all Jonathan's fault.
Don't blame Jonathan. What does Jonathan have to do with it? He didn't break your oven. Trust me, no, my oven's not working either, and my stove is on its last legs.
Well,
So trust me, I know.
this stove hasn't worked in a while because it's a place that I'm staying that from people from the church has let me stay here.
Right, I know, but I'm saying that's why I said get one of those little air fryer toaster ovens. They're not that expensive. And then
That would be good because then I can throw fries in. Then I'm good. There's my potatoes.
Potatoes. Yes.
potatoes. Trust me, I know.
Jonathan, you really are asking for it now, buddy. Where's my timeout button? I see that. I see that one.
Jonathan! Oh my goodness.
See, that's what he's been doing all night, Debbie.
Jonathan, what kind
I
of pillow
haven't done a thing. I've been honest. I've been innocent.
Well, I don't know if I want to go that far, but
Well, welcome to the crazy crew, John. Because now you see the crazy crew. Then
I found my people.
But at the same time, we end up with some good stories.
Mm-hmm.
It really gets crazy when you saw what goes on when certain people show up or certain people make phone calls.
Certain people. Yes.
But that's okay. I love it.
The innocent. That's right.
That's okay, because when you get people like Dame Dystopia coming in and the Adventures of Gonzo, and he's been coming into my streams. This is what I love that I'm finally getting to see. With all the hard work I have done, now I'm getting to see people that I would never have thought of coming in prior to, never come into my studios. Now they're coming into the streams, and so you go there right there goes to show you when you put in the work in the effort, eventually it pays off. And we had some good streams. Like I said, you guys saw me fighting from being depressed. Not, in a good mood. Not there, but you could see the frustration in my face.
I get it.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
But then you came on, like I said, then you came on, John, and we started having laughs. And all of a sudden, then we got orgasms going on and coconut bras and poor Debbie's going, what the hell did I miss?
I have to watch the replay. I'm kind of afraid to watch it.
All I'm gonna say, Debbie, is you just be careful. It got a little wild, didn't it, John?
It got a little spicy, but that's okay. What's life without a little spice?
Exactly.
And it's spiced with good friends.
Yep. But to be fair, a lot of the spice
hold on right there, Mr. Chong. You did start some of it. You added fuel to the fire on some of it. I won't say you did. I won't say you started it, but you sure as in the world threw cans of liquid fire on it that caused the blaze.
We could all blame it on Pete. It's all Pete's fault. No. No.
Actually, it kind of.
Actually, no, it's not, because actually it's Tina who started it last night.
I think it was all communal. Everybody built on each other. Let's just
actually, it was Tina.
That is true. No, apparently, from what I'm getting, because like I said, I worked late, so I didn't get to watch it. By the time I got dinner and got back to the house, Pete was. I know it was 11 o'clock. It was almost.
Was it Tina that said
all I know it was whatever Tina did in Pete's stream, and all of a sudden, orgasms ended up in this chat somehow.
And Preston asked Pete what that was.
And then we ended up on coconut bras and everything else.
Well, that's all Doug.
And I will say, I will admit, I started the coconut bra discussion.
Oh, you did. Ooh.
I said, well, I was just adding on to the conversation. I didn't, I actually
Yeah.
wasn't starting anything. I was just
Uh-huh.
adding on.
Uh-huh.
It was this whole Vorgasm thing between, let's see, between Dame Dystopia and Zippity. You know who you really know who drew into it? It was Doug. I think Doug had a little shenanigans on that.
Like I say, they all built on it.
Yeah, somewhere
Mhm.
there was a few that just built it on it.
What happened was that Pete, he was showing all the merchandise and the bags and whatnot. And that word got slung around whenever they liked a piece of merchandise they saw. And it just went from there.
Right.
So, yeah. Blame the merchandise.
Something. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Dave, I got to call it in.
Yeah.
Hope you're in a
Yeah,
better
I know.
mood.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna. Oh, love to explore. My goodness. Good morning. Good morning.
Hi.
I have not seen you guys in a long, long time. Good morning. Good morning over there in England or Great Britain, whatever you.
Across
to
the
see you.
pond. Put it that way.
Yep. Yeah, across the pond. But yeah, because Debbie needs to go get some rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I probably need to let the sugar. 7:20 a.m. over there. Well, I guarantee you, I'll probably be sleeping past 7:20 a.m. here. At this 3 a.m. morning into Shenanigans thing.
Yeah.
But it is good to see you. Love to explore. It's been a long time. I know I had some good shows with them and Nick and Claire when I was doing the cafe chat at 10:30. I still do the cafe chat at 10:30 on Saturdays, but it was easier for them to come on when I was doing it in the afternoons. But I had to move back to 10:30 because it was more fun. It was more fun when I would be the last one going. Never know what was going to happen. But anyways, well, John, yeah, thank you for coming on. It's now I can go home. Now I can go to bed and
Hang in there.
with a more peaceful, and that's not eating at my gut.
Hang in there. We've all
Well, the
been there.
pizza's eating at my guts, but not the bad news.
You're never given more than you can bear. Just hang in there.
Well, we got it. We had enough to bear tonight with coconut balls and orgasms and whatever else. I mean, we kind of might have needed Mama D in there tonight.
That's okay. Mama D has her own
Yeah, she's got her own issues going on. I
thing
mean,
going on, but that's okay.
Mm.
We're here for each other.
Mm-hmm.
that's okay. We'll
Yeah.
get her on tomorrow. We'll get her on tomorrow. So you need to come on tomorrow night, John, and we'll get Debbie on, and we'll see what really shenanigans can go flying.
There you go.
Yep.
Who knows? We might have to bring back the coconut bras and orgasm.
Oh gosh. All right,
We'll see
guys.
we'll see what new words we learn tomorrow. How about that?
There you go.
Yeah.
You never know. All right,
Never.
guys. Seriously, it is. I didn't expect to go 3 hours, but you know what? I appreciate everybody being here. Jonathan. No, it's not you this time, Jonathan, but we're actually trying to wrap up. We're just recapping the show.
Right. Yeah.
There you go.
What it is. Okay.
right,
Yeah,
good.
Katie. But so I know you said you would work on that one. You don't have to. You still got a couple of weeks before that interview, Katie, as far as that thumbnail. But everybody, thank you for being here tonight. You know what? It was great fun. We actually had a decent amount of crowd in here. We actually got up to in between 16 to 20 in here tonight. That's actually a pretty good crowd for a Friday night. You know what? And again,
It'll get better once you get them on
where
there.
I should have been in a bad mood, we caught it. We had some laughs, and now look at it. Now I can go. Now I can go dream of some spicy thoughts.
I won't
But I
comment on.
won't go there. I won't go there. I think we went that earlier when Pete was on.
Well, just remember, Dave, it'll pass. It'll pass
Yeah.
like a kidney stone, but it'll pass.
I'll pass.
Oh no, I don't want my dreams to pass. At least not the spicy ones.
Well, yeah, and I'm sorry I didn't come on earlier. It's like I had to get this stuff.
No,
I probably
Debbie,
should
you had to deal with. You got your own issues too. I mean, as bad as my issues are, someone always has it worse.
Yeah.
And it doesn't negate my issues.
No, it does not.
But this is where we, as a community, this is where we're strong because we try to balance it out and help each other and
Yeah.
support each other the best we can. That's what makes this a good community.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we might have to put somebody on a trash can so she can see,
And dance.
and then I might have to worry about it later,
Yeah,
up in August. But
Hey, I need the exercise.
Oh, now the coconut is getting sauce on it. That's interesting.
What?
well, you be wearing that one, Jonathan, because I sure the hell wouldn't. But
No hot sauce.
all right,
for me.
guys.
Yeah. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah. So don't forget,
Well.
guys, tomorrow night, 10:30, Cafe Chat. John, you're more than welcome to come join me again tomorrow night if you want some more laughs. If you can,
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you have. I mean,
We'll see.
it's about having laughs, and hopefully we'll even have some Disney news. I'll look throughout tomorrow and see what we got
Yeah.
popping up.
Yeah.
For Disney.
And I'll see about next weekend if I'll be on, because my friend will be here. And I don't know if she'll be,
Well,
I don't
you
want
spend time with your friend, and we'll try to keep Jonathan in line. We know
Yeah.
that's impossible, but
we have a lot of talking to do, my friend and I.
yes, you spend time with your friend,
Yeah, we haven't seen
and
each other.
we'll keep Jonathan in line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know I can't keep Mike in line because he's still crying over his spilt sour book.
Oh,
But,
shush.
All
All right.
All right, you guys.
right, guys. Thank you all again.
All right.
Thank you all for being here. And you know what? Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for helping me not getting into a very depressed mood. It's been a blast.
I'm
John,
glad.
thank you for some more of your good stories because we did have we got some good stories out of it tonight too.
More-
So
Where were that?
we're gonna reel you in on a Monday night again, and
That's what I need
continue.
to do is go back and listen to John's stories, because I do love
Yeah.
John's stories.
We got more where that came from, so we'll see. You
You
guys
need
have
to
a
write
great night.
book. You need to
Y'all
write a
have a great night. Everybody in the chat. What I always say first, and I always what Doug says, and Tina. You know what? No matter what you're going through, someone's always got it worse. Reach out. You never know when somebody's going through a hurt or might be depressed or sad. Reach out to them. Just say hi.
Mm-hmm.
You never know, because that one hi may make a difference in their life. Like I said,
True.
I was going to come out and hang out and do the best I can, and I opened it up. And John, thank you again. Thank you for coming on, because it was a big help for you coming on, because it lightened my shoulders a little bit, and we were able to have some fun and laugh. So,
Oh, good, my friend.
so thank you, John. You're a good friend, buddy.
No problem.
that.
Yes, he is. He's a very good friend.
So is
And of course, Jonathan, I love Jonathan to death. I know I heckle him a lot, but that's, and a lot of the guys in the community. I love Zippity Doo Dog. You never know what he's gonna say. But when you get Tina and Molly and Pete in here, and it goes to show you the love and what we got in this thing. So with that, reach out to somebody, just say hi, because you never know when it makes a big difference. And with that, then I am going to say my final thing, which is, one, go check out John D's channel when it is. If you haven't subscribed yet, go subscribe. He hasn't started it yet,
no, not yet. It's
but
coming.
at least we're trying to get him started so that we can push him, and we'll continue to push him and help him grow as much as possible.
Very cool.
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
And so with that, I'm going to say what I always say, guys. From the world of Disney Magical Theme Parks, may you wish upon a star and your dreams come true. Have a magical night.
Good night.
Good
Night.
night.